When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Hello, I'm Janice K. Bradley, and I'm here to tell you the miracle that Fremont Therapy did in making it possible for my left hand to ever work again. I went to the orthopedic surgeon with this broken hand, and that's when he told me that I would not bend again. So I was really discouraged. Mitch is the hand specialist, and so he's the one that worked and got me where I could bend my hand. The atmosphere is so friendly and professional, which is a combination you don't always get.
For more information, visit FremontTherapyGroup.com.
And welcome, Riverton Wolverine Nation. This is Kevin Shields on KTAK with your call of Green River versus Riverton High School down here in beautiful Green River, Wyoming. As always, we've got our trusty color guy, Travis Gupton. Travis, how you doing?
Oh, man, it's been a week, hasn't it, Kevin? Had some snow coming up through here. Got it through South Pass, but I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely. We're going to be watching here at Green River as the Lady Wolves are going to face off against your Lady Wolverines. It's a tall order tonight here on the Bailey Tire and Auto pregame show, as Green River comes in averaging 50.2 points a game, Riverton only 34.5, and really the big difference isn't so much in the points, obviously that determines winner and loser, but is in the teamwork and the assists. Green River comes in averaging 14.5 assists per game, with Riverton only at 6.6.
Absolutely. I was looking and watching some tape on the Green River, especially the Lady Wolves, and you're going to see a lot of moving the ball. That is something that they do well, and they look for that shot that they are really comfortable with. So they won't hold the ball much at all. They'll be passing it as much as they can.
Well, neither team really shoots it overly well. 39% is not horrible for Green River, obviously. Riverton only at 28%, but it's the three-point field goal that kind of gets us, the Lady Wolverines, in trouble. With Green River shoots about 34.6% from the three. Riverton last in the classification at 22.6. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens tonight. Travis, what have you got for us today?
So one of the players that we definitely are going to need to keep an eye on for Green River is number 15, Megan Counts. She is leading this team in all sorts of categories. Right now she's leading in points per game, rebounds per game, and steals per game. She's got 15.9 average as points. She's got 7.5 rebounds a game, and 3.5 of those are offensive. She loves to crash the board. She loves to get involved in everything. And then steals, she's probably got the most active hands that I've seen since I've got here back in late December. She's averaging 3.3 steals a game. The game that I saw her at, she had 5 steals in the first half. And so she's very active, very good. And so if I'm the Lady Wolverines, I'm going to make sure that I have a body on number 15 as close as can be for the entire game.
Absolutely. Well, we're about 7 minutes until tip-off here on KTAK. Listen up, we're going to pay some bills right now. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Nowadays, cocktails to go are common in many establishments. The U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration wants to remind drivers that, although alcohol is more mobile, it's always dangerous and illegal to drink and drive. In 2021, 8 Fremont County highway fatalities were related to drinking and driving, and there were 56 alcohol-related crashes. With the big game coming up on February 13th, the Fremont County DUI Task Force will be looking for drunk drivers. If you're caught drinking and driving, you will face jail time. Imagine trying to explain that to your family and friends or your place of employment.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Lady Wolverine basketball. We are here at the absolutely stunningly beautiful Green River High School to watch the Lady Wolves of Green River take on your Riverton Lady Wolverines. We're about 4 minutes and 50 seconds till tip-off. One of the things I noticed, will give you a little bit of an update. Right now, of course, number 1 in the classification is East, Giant East. Number 2 is Cody. And then let's just be real, Travis, everybody else.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, East and Cody on the girls' side absolutely dominating this season so far. They have been just all through the 4A conference and getting anything they really want. Their stats show it, and really they're the 2 favorites right now to take the 4A.
Well, if anything, if the Lady Wolverines are going to want to stay in this game and compete in this game, it's all going to go down to shooting percentage, in my opinion, because when you look at Green River, they're number 4 in the 4A classification, and Riverton's actually dead last in 16, only shoot 22.6 from 3, but only shooting 31.4 overall. So they're going to have to be wise with their shots, and of course, Graham missed 2 games, so great job with the call.
Thank you.
Since last game, everybody's used to hearing me say this. I don't know if they do or don't, but will we see Green River full court press? Something that this Lady Wolverine team has had a major issue with all year.
So yeah, I mean, absolutely, we're more than likely going to see the press. We've seen it all season, every game. However, when you were gone, and maybe because you were gone, the Lady Wolverines were able to break the press a little bit more often last week against Star Valley, and so. They had some success there, but the problem is, can they be consistent with the success? And so we'll see how that goes.
Yes, we will. And a reminder that if you're listening to us on KTAK, you can also watch the game live for free on WyoToday YouTube page, WyoToday Facebook page. All you got to do is go to Facebook or YouTube, type in WyoToday up, like it, give us a like, watch the game, enjoy the action, and as well, you can watch it on WyoToday's app. So go to your app store, go to your iStore, whatnot, and download that app today. We're about 2 minutes and 30 seconds until the tip-off here in Green River. And we are going to take a real quick break here on the Bailey's Tire and Auto pregame show. We'll be right back with the Sutherland starting lineup.
Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Lady Wolverine basketball. We are about to have the Star Spangled Banner, I do believe, the national anthem. So we'll give you a little view for those of you watching in Green River, and for those of you watching Riverton too, as I'm guessing the band is about to play the Star Spangled Banner.
Please rise and move your caps as the Green River High School Marching Band presents tonight's national anthem.
And thank you very much, Green River Wolves Marching Band, or Pep Band, actually, for that rousing rendition of Star Spangled Banner. And it is time for your Sutherland starting lineup. First for the hosts here for Green River High School, number 3, a 5'10" senior, Darren Macy. Number 5, a 5'7" senior, Alyssa Cudney. Number 15, a 6' senior, Megan Counts. Number 22, a 5'7" senior, Gabriel Heiser, and number 25, a 5'5" senior, Sarah Wilson. For your Lady Wolverines, number 1, a 5'8" sophomore, Paisley Jackson. Number 10, a 5'6" junior, McKay Fegler. Number 11, a 5'9" junior, Ella Judd. Number 15, a 5'9" junior, Jordanelle Anderson. And to number 23, a 5'10" senior, Savannah Martinez. We'll be right back after this with the tip-off from Green River here on KTAK.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
And we're back here on KTAK Green River, ready for the Lady Wolves versus your Lady Wolverines. Travis, here we go. One more, just a few more weekends left in this basketball season. One of the interesting things I noticed doing that starting lineup is that Green River is senior laden.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's going to be something that we are going to need to keep an eye on. Senior-led means senior-driven, which means very meticulous and very well played.
All right, Jordanelle Anderson is going to be tipping it up, no doubt, against Counts, the 6-footer senior. The Lady Wolverines are in their road blacks. The Lady Wolves in their home whites. Riverton's going to be going left to right on your radio dial. Tip is won, and it's won by the Lady Wolves. They swing it over to the left perimeter. Going to swing it all the way over to the wing, over to Macy. Macy looks, feeds it down to number 5, which is Cudney. I'll get these all down in a second. They're swinging around the horn, looking no doubt inside, most likely. Wouldn't you think, Travis?
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to be looking for Counts. Counts is their leading scorer. That'll be the person that they need to get the ball to quickly.
All right, up top, taking a long possession here, looking to feed inside. She goes into the dribble drive, kicks it back out to the wing, brings it up top and over to Counts. Counts looks to work off a screen. She has a wide open three look. She is no good. Rebound by the Wolves. Miss. Rebounded again, and we're going to have our first free throws of the night. That was Cudney with 2 offensive rebounds and finally got fouled there. The foul is going to go against Jordanelle Anderson. Her first, team first, here with 7:17. Now, y'all have to bear with me on the time. I've got to look at 2 different scoreboards because I got a post in the way on both of them. All right, the first free throw is up and good for Cudney. That's her first points of the game, first points total of the game. Second one is up and hard off the back iron, rebounded by Ella Judd. Judd is immediately trapped. They are pressing, Travis.
Yeah, and that's something I expected. And
that's going to be a walk.
As soon as I say that, that's exactly what happens. This defense is they go after you hard.
It's very rare to see a press set up off of a defensive rebound. Usually the whole point of breaking press is to get it where it is, where it's a miss. Counts, drives down, puts it up, misses, puts it up again out on her own offensive board. She's going to get hacked in the process. So that foul's going to go against Savannah Martinez, That's her first, quickly team second, as we're just under a minute played in the game. Counts going to the free throw line, takes a couple dribbles, first one up and good.
And Counts is a really good free throw shooter, shooting 73% on the season.
And when you combine that with a post play and 6 feet, just as you said that, she misses the second one hard off the back iron. Paisley Jackson comes away with the rebound. Gets it up to Sheets, Sheets over to Martinez. Martinez back up to Jackson up top. She surveys the situation, gets a screen from Judd, goes over to Jordanelle Anderson. Anderson has it up top. Everything along the three-point line. Martinez off a screen for 3, no good. Airballed and out of bounds. A little bit of an airball chant from the students over there, but not really too much of one. And we're going to go back over to the Lady Wolves.
I expect to see Savannah Martinez take a lot more shots in this game.
Wilson with it, feeds the post, up and good. That feed was to Cudney. That's the first field goal of the game, and quickly it's 4-0. Press in full effect. Martinez trying to break it. She overthrows Sheets, but winds up in Paisley Jackson's hands off a tip. Jackson takes it all the way in, misses. Rebound by Anderson. Anderson puts it up, misses. Rebound by Martinez, up, and she draws a foul. What great offensive rebounding there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what's going to win this game is the second chance points. The Lady Wolverines are going to have to press the boards. They're going to have to crash, and they're going to have to get those points.
Martinez goes to the line, takes a couple dribbles, puts the first one up and off the front iron, leaving it short, no good. That foul was on Wilson for Green River. Team first, her first. Martinez takes 3 dribbles again. The students give her a little grief, but she puts it up and rolls it in. First points for Riverton. It is 4-1 here as we go right under 6 minutes to play. In the half court, Counts goes over to Macy. Macy brings it up top, looked for Counts, but couldn't get it to her. Gets it over to Wilson. Wilson down underneath the Counts. Counts drives, and she's going to be fouled. It's going to be a non-shooting foul, but I think that's going to be on Jordanelle Anderson. It is, and that's quickly her second, Travis.
Yeah, and that is something you don't want to see. If you're Coach McIntosh, you need to keep every single person you can in the game.
So as soon as that happens, she comes out of the game. And who did we put in here? We put in Johnson. They're going to swing it around. Good look from 3 for the Lady Wolves. They miss. Fight for the board winds up in Green River's hands. And quickly a foul again on a shot. That foul is going to be against Paisley Jackson, her first, but we're already at the team fourth, and we're just over 2 minutes go. Who's shooting those free throws? I can't really see the number.
That is Gabriella Heiser, number 22.
All right, her first one is up and good. So on a good note for Riverton, so far they've only allowed 1 field goal. On a bad note, they're down 5-1 because the free throws have been going in at about a 50% clip. And just as I say that, 1 of 2 by Heiser. Rebound comes down to Judd. Judd immediately, bad pass attempt, turned over to Green River. Counts has it on the left wing, swings it up top. They go down into the post, feed it down underneath. The shot is up and no good. Judd going to come away with the rebound. She picked up her dribble, gets it to Paisley Jackson. Jackson to Martinez. They have a potential break there. She missed a wide open Engstrom there and traveled. She had Engstrom wide open for the layup, tried to take it herself, and then drug the pivot foot and a turnover. Only a second unforced turnover of the game, though.
And that's good, not having as many turnovers.
In the half court is Green River. They're going to drive down as they have constantly, and Wilson is going to lay it up and good. 7-1 with 5 minutes even to play in the first quarter. The press in full effect. They're going to steal it right away from Jackson. Macy has it. She's going to shoot a three for Green River, and it's good.
And that is what Macy
and we're
does.
We're going to get a timeout with 4:49 to play in the first quarter. 10-1 Green River. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back here on KTAK.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. 4:49 to play in the first quarter. It's all Green River, 10-1 over your Lady Wolverines. Wolverines going to inbound out of the timeout by Coach McIntosh. They are going to break the press. They find a wide open Johnson. She misses, though, and now we've got a break going the other way for Green River. Green River looking to go inside. They have to pick it up at the wing. Swung back up top to Wilson. Wilson over, down low, and it's no good. No, the shot by Cudney was off the mark. Rebound went to Riverton, and we're going to get a foul against number 22 on that rebound against Green River. That's Heiser. That's her first, team second for Green River. Unfortunately, that does allow them to set up the press on this inbounds.
And they're having a lot of success with the press.
Judd inbounds to Martinez. Martinez tries to split it. She's going to lose control of it, but she regains it. She falls to the floor and passes it to Judd, who gets it to Jackson. Jackson looking to bring it up, finds Martinez. Martinez a long two. No good. Rebound by Macy of Green River. She throws it long up to Counts. Counts looking to drive, takes it underneath. No good. Rebound by Paisley Jackson as her and Engstrom fight for it. Jackson gets it, passes over to Engstrom. Engstrom looking to bring it up. She avoids the trap, gets it to Jackson over the timeline. Get it underneath to Judd. Judd feeds a nice pass to Engstrom. She cannot convert the layup, but she is going to get the harm.
And what a last couple of possessions we've seen the Lady Wolverines break the press big time. If you're Coach McIntosh, that's awesome. Just got to get those baskets to go.
Engstrom going to the charity stripe now to shoot two as she was fouled in the act of shooting by Cudney. That was her first, team third. Engstrom's free throw is up and good.
And Engstrom is one of the people from last week who really saved the Lady Wolverines at the line.
And we're going to get a substitution in here as Johnson's going to come in for Ella Judd, get her a little break. We also have Olheiser in the game as well. Engstrom's second free throw is well short, barely drew iron. Rebound by Green River. So it's 10-2 as we're now under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter, all in favor of the Lady Wolves. Counts has it on the left wing. She's going to swing it up top, and it's going to wind up over in Braden, who is checked in for them. Looks to drive, does Macy, who got up top. She misses. Olheiser coming away with the rebound. Olheiser avoids the trap by getting it to Sheets. Sheets gets it to Engstrom, almost threw it away. Back to Sheets. They need to get over the timeline here, and they do. Sheets almost loses control. She does lose control, but luckily Paisley Jackson was Johnny on the spot, but she's going to get called for a travel. So that's the third unforced turnover for Riverton right now. One of the concerns, Travis, has to be the fact that they don't have a field goal.
Yeah, and that's something that we've seen a lot this season. Opponents getting a lot of points and not being able to score points for the Lady Wolverines.
Green River on the inbound. They bring it in the half court. They get to Counts. Counts drives, puts it up. No good. Kind of uncharacteristic of her to miss such an easy shot. Jackson comes away with the rebound. She scots the ball stolen by Counts. What a nice defensive play. She takes it all the way up and good.
She heard you.
That was just not really paying attention to your surroundings. Quickly breaking the press is Riverton. They got Jackson for three, no good. Rebound is going to go to Johnson. Johnson puts up no good, and Counts comes away with a rebound for Green River. Looking to break is the Lady Wolves. They have it. They put it up. It's no good. Shot was by Stanton, who's now in for the Lady Wolves, but she is going to be fouled, I do believe, by Paisley Jackson. That is indeed the case. That is her second, team fifth. And we are very dangerously flirting with something we saw 2 weeks ago, which is getting into the bonus for the opponent, very early. Stanton at the line, she takes a couple dribbles, puts the first one up. It's high arcing and just barely misses out.
And when you have a deficit like the Lady Wolverines are facing, you don't want to see that bonus pop up.
No, you indeed do not. 2:33 to play. Stanton with one more free throw to come after the foul by Paisley Jackson. Referee tosses it up to her. She takes two dribbles, does a little spin in her hand, puts the free throw up. She gets way up on those tiptoes, doesn't she? And she hits the free throw. So already, even without being in the bonus, a ton of points coming from the charity stripe, and they're just looking at possibly getting even more attempts at the charity stripe. So far, if it just been field goals, it'd be 7-0. So Riverton to inbound. They get to Engstrom. Engstrom trapped. Gets over to Olheiser. Olheiser to Savannah Martinez. Martinez wasn't able to quite get both hands on the pass, and she got a little bit bailed out by Wilson of Green River, who did slap at it and slap it out of bounds. So inbound into the half court. Johnson has it, seeing a little more extended time than we saw her previous in the season. Gets it to Martinez, who shoots for three from the right. Good!
That is a big-time basket by Savannah Martinez.
13-5 as we go under 2:10 to play in the first quarter. Green River going to swing it around the three-point line. They get it back up top to Wilson. Wilson over to Heiser. Heiser for three is no good. Rebound by Savannah Martinez. Martinez is going to try and find Olheiser deep. Does, but she has to stop her momentum to get it, and we're going to get cheap fouls. She threw it back to Savannah Martinez, and I think number 13 indeed, Stanton, reached in and got a foul. That's her first, team fourth for the home Lady Wolves. So setting up in the half court, Sheets is going to inbound to Martinez, who's up right around the timeline. Screen set by Johnson. Savannah Martinez rubs off of it. Martinez looking over to Olheiser. Gets to Olheiser up top. Over to Sheets on the right wing. Back up top to Engstrom. Engstrom looking to drive potentially. Thinks otherwise. Gets over to Johnson on the right wing. Sets the screen. A little pick and roll to Engstrom, and good. Nice Carl Malone, John Stockton-esque pick and roll.
Good timing there on both of those players. Great to see the offense kind of clicking for sure.
Swinging around the three-point line are the Lady Wolves. They're going to look to drive. Takes in, wild shot off the backboard, but good.
Good shot there in response by the Lady Wolves, and now the press is on.
Savannah gets over to Engstrom. Engstrom over to Johnson. Johnson looking to break it, gets it up to Olheiser. Over to Martinez. She's going to have a good look for three. No good. She's a little bit short. Rebound goes to Braden, of the Lady Wolves. Wolves looking to break. They hit Wilson on a long pass, who gets it to Counts. Beautiful passing, up and good. You don't get better passing than that, and you don't get a better look than that.
That is Lady Wolves basketball as the ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Lady Wolverines.
40.3 to play in the first, 17-7, Lady Wolves of Green River. We're going to get a timeout on the floor. I don't know how long it's going to be, but we're going to take a chance, pay some bills real quick. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
And welcome back to Lady Wolverine basketball here on KTAK. Just a reminder, you can watch on the WyoToday YouTube page, at WyoToday Facebook page, and on the WyoToday app, available at any and all app stores. So if you want to watch the action, please do download the app or go to one of those sites and tune in. Inbounded to Sheets. She is trapped immediately. She almost loses it, but Martinez is able to get it. Martinez is trapped, back to Sheets. We're getting close to 10 seconds, but Sheets is able to get over the timeline, gets it to Johnson. Johnson looks to go underneath, but now she's trapped in the half court. Back to Sheets. Counts tried to steal it. Counts is going to get called for a foul. She just reached a little too much there, Travis.
Yeah, but Kevin, one of the things I'm noticing is this, like I said, Lady Wolves defense, they are smothering the ball. Anytime a Lady Wolverine gets it, there is like 3 Wolves right there.
23.4 seconds left in the first quarter. Inbounded by Sheets to Martinez up around the timeline. Martinez looking to break down her defender, which is Macy. She looks to, but Macy cuts her off. And Macy, with a nice active hands, is going to get a steal for Green River. They look to break. Long pass up and good by number 25. That's Wilson. That's her 6-point. Inbounded by the Wolverines. Oh, almost stolen as time expires. That's the end of the first quarter here at Green River. Lady Wolves of Green River 19, your Riverton Lady Wolverines 7. We'll be right back with the second quarter here on KTAK.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lady Wolverine basketball here on KTAK. I'm here always with Travis Gupton. This is Kevin Shields, your voice of the Wolverines. Lady Wolverines are going to start the ball to begin the second quarter. They're going left to right, inbounded by Sheets to Savannah just past the timeline. Martinez is going to bring it up. She gets it over to Fossey. We're seeing Fossey for the first time tonight. Fossey to Sheets, over to Martinez on the left wing. Screen set by Engstrom. Up to Ella Judd from Martinez. She's stuck. She gets it to Engstrom, who comes to her rescue. Over to Fossey. Fossey looking to drive. Puts up a 10-footer and good.
Maddie Fossey last week had a big-time game, scored some very valuable points. So good time to see her score already.
19-9. We're still in the first minute play in the second quarter. Long swing pass over to number 3. No good by Green River, and the rebound's going to come away by Maddie Fossey. Fossey almost turns it over, but Sheets is able to track it down. Sheets almost trapped, gets it to Fossey. Fossey's going to break the timeline. She's almost going to lose it, and she does. You'd like to see Ella Judd come back to the basketball there as she waited on it and allowed Macy to step inside. And then Ella Judd is going to get her first team foul as she tried to reach in. That's team 6th. Ella's first, as we have 7:05 to play in the in the second quarter, in the first half. They're going to swing it down over to the wing, over to Heiser. Heiser back up to Counts. Counts over to Wilson. Wilson hits the 3.
And that is something that Wilson also, and along with Macy, does really well. They're big-time three-point shooters.
Inbounded to Riverton. Riverton is then going to turn it right back over. 22-9. I feel like we're at a very critical point in this game, Travis.
Yeah, absolutely. With Macy and Wilson both getting into it and getting into a rhythm, that's going to be scary. Counts has been very quiet, though.
Wilson gets it to Counts up top. Over to Heiser. Heiser for 3. No good. Rebound by Engstrom. Good job by Engstrom to put a body on Counts. But now she's in trouble. Sheets gets it. Sheets trying to break the press. Gets it to Fossey. Fossey's going to cross the timeline to Martinez. A long 3 by Martinez. Hits nothing and goes out of bounds. And now the students do get a little bit more into the air ball, but just one time.
Yeah, and I think that for Savannah Martinez, got to be a little bit more patient. Don't have to rush that three-point shot from that far of a distance.
Lady Wolves are going to inbound it, bringing it up slowly here as we're about to tick under 6 minutes to play in the half. They go to the right wing. Macy does. Macy to Counts. Counts looks it, swings it over to 2 for 3. That's good by Braden. 2 quick threes for the Lady Wolves, extend the lead from 25-9. The Wolves would have to play the Wolverines, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Martinez on the break, goes all the way coast to coast, and good.
Nice response there by Savannah Martinez.
Quickly trying to answer. The Wolves get Counts up top. Counts looking for someone to pass it to, gets it over to Braden. Braden swings it to Macy, back to Braden. Braden gets a screen set by Cudney. She uses it, shoots from 17, no good. And there's Engstrom boxing out Counts again. She gets it, gets Martinez on the break. Martinez, you do not have numbers. Slow up, please. She does, gets it to Fossey, up top to Sheets. Back to Martinez on the right wing. Screen by Olheiser. Little half-hearted screen, actually. Over to Sheets, and she double dribbles. And that was more of the true double dribble. She dribbled, picked it up, and then dribbled again. And you can't get away with that usually ever, but definitely not in front of that raucous student section.
And also the referee standing right in front of the student section, so there was no way he was missing that.
25-11 again with 5:08 to play in the first half. Lady Wolves getting the ball off the 5th unforced turnover of the day for the Lady Wolverines. Inbounded to Braden. Braden's going to get it over to Wilson. Wilson brings up, finds Count on the left side. She airballs a 3. Ella Judd gets the rebound. Judd gets it over to Sheets. Sheets all the way down court to Savannah. Savannah Martinez gets over to Sheets. Sheets to Fossey. Fossey on the left wing, gets a screen from Olheiser. Tries to hit the pick and roll, but she cannot clear Hanks with the steal. Just took that pass right away from her. Gets over to Braden. Braden all the way over to Counts. Counts looks to drive now. Her 6-foot frame puts it up and bounces all over the rim and goes in. Probably more so what she needs to do instead of shooting the 3 with her height advantage. And we're going to get Coach McIntosh calling a timeout as it's 27-11. 4:26 play in the first half. We'll be right back here on KTAK.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County's school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education.
And we'll get right back to that commercial as soon as we go to another one. Inbounded in, and here comes the press. Jackson back in, thinks about throwing to Fossey, stolen away by Braden, winds up in Count's hands, back to Braden. Braden for 3, good.
And Braden is actually not really one of those people that shoots threes a lot.
Not what Coach McIntosh wanted to see coming out of a timeout. Stolen right back again as Jordanelle Anderson can't hold on to the pass. Lady Wolves look to break. They find Braden. Braden tries to go inside. That winds up in Counts' hands. Easy up and good. And so now it's a run now. It's 32-11 as we go under 4 minutes to play. They almost got another one, but it went off Counts and out of bounds.
And that's what I was about to say, Kevin. This is what we have been seeing with the Lady Wolverines all season. Their opponents making a run of 10-15, and then throughout the game just not able to do anything with it.
Looking to inbounds is Ella Judd. Judd into Fossey. Fossey going to try and split the double team. She is able to, and we get a foul called against Counts. That's her second, team 6th. So we quickly saw Riverton get into, they're saying that's the 7th team foul, so somewhere I missed one. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. So Fossey's going line. So it's funny, Riverton got in all sorts of flirtatious foul trouble and then just stopped it, and now the Lady Wolves have caught up. Fossey takes a couple dribbles. Her free throw's up and no good. Rebound by Ella Judd. Ella Judd puts it back up and good.
It wasn't pretty, but it was effective as it goes in the basket.
Nice offensive rebounding. Oh, Paisley Jackson going for the steal. She misses, and it's going to go off the foot of Wilson and out of bounds. I think she was kind of shocked that Jackson didn't get her hand on it, caused her to dribble it out of bounds. So 32-13, 19-point lead for Green River. Judd looking to inbound, gets it Jackson in the corner, not where you want to be against a trap, but she's able to break it to Martinez. Martinez, Jordanelle Anderson. Anderson to Fossey, back to Anderson. What a play! And she can't finish it. Anderson gets her own rebound, though, gets it Jackson up and no good. That was beautiful up until the miss that hit every bit of the rim before it didn't fall. Jackson with a nice steal as the Wolves were trying to break. Gets it to Fossey, who should have an easy layup. She misses a wide open layup. Rebound by Martinez is up and good.
And Coach Travis McIntosh down right in front of us has got a big smile on his face right now.
Swinging it over to Braden is the Lady Wolves for three. In and out, Jordanelle Anderson with the rebound. Oh, Jordanelle Anderson swinging those elbows. She's lucky she didn't make contact because that would definitely been flagrant. Right there, it was stolen almost, but Ella Judd comes away with it. They've got to get over the timeline. Jordanelle, you've got to get over the timeline. They do to Fossey on a pass. Fossey looks drive, gets it to Martinez. Martinez thought about the three, but nice closeout by the Green River. Martinez does dribble up, shoots a three, up and no good. Rebound by Green River. They've got 2-on-2 here. They take it down, put it up, and no good. Rebound by Fossey. Fossey having one heck of a game so far. Fossey brings it over the right side, and as I say that, she tries to feed Jackson. Stolen by Braden. Ill-advised pass with not enough loft underneath it.
Fossey is having some really good minutes right here.
Oh! Savannah Martinez with the absolute rejection as Green River thought they had an easy two. Hanks was going up with it, and she's got an inch or two on Savannah, but Savannah said, no, ma'am, not today.
And I love how Savannah is just very calm after doing it. No anything, just very calm.
32-15 with 2:05 to play in the half. Inbound by Green River. They get Braden on the left side. Up top, swings it all the way to number 3. Macy for 3 is up and good.
Macy, a 34% free throw or three-point shooter.
Stolen right out of the press. They're going to look to drive. They're going to kick it right back to her. Another 3 is up and good. Macy with 2 back-to-back threes. Those are absolutely heartbreaking killers. Stolen again by Green River. They find her again. Can she make it 3? No, she airballs this one. So it's all or nothing with her. But offensive rebound, missed. Offensive rebound again by Macy. She goes up and is fouled. I think that's going to be on Paisley Jackson. If so, that's her 3rd. It is indeed against Jackson. Team 7th, her 3rd. We're going to see Macy, who has had a very good 45 seconds, go to the line for 2 shots. For 2 shots because it was a shooting foul. Off the back iron and no good.
Darian Macy for Green River, like I said, is one of their best three-point shooters at 36%, and she shoots the most, too. She leads the team in attempts at 85, and there was like 88, 89 right there.
She gets the ball, dribbles it twice, puts the second free throw up and good. So that gives her 7 points on the day. Inbounded by Riverton. Green River not pressing. Swung over to Olheiser. Olheiser's going to look to rub off a screen from Ella Judd. Doesn't do anything with it. Gets it back up to Sheets. Sheets up top to Martinez. Martinez trying to use a screen. Can't get the screen set in time. She's trying to do a little one-on-one isolation off a screen, and it's not working. Credit to Macy. But, Martinez is able to do a little spinaroo and put it up and good on the drive. It was great defense by Macy up until that point for Green River, but Martinez gets it up and good. Braden gets it on the right side, up for 3, no good by Green River, but it goes out of bounds off Haley Engstrom. It'll be Green River ball with 0 seconds flat, and a 22-point lead. Green River inbounds of Braden. She dribbles in, shoots from 17, up and no good. Rebound by Green River. They get it over to Macy. She shoots for 3. No good. Another offensive rebound. Braden now with it on the right wing. She brings it up top. Gets it over to Wilson. Wilson back to Braden as we go under 30 seconds. Over to Macy. Macy rubs off a screen. She looks to do a little pick and roll, and it's going to be a turnover. Yes, Ella Judd comes away with it after great effort by Savannah Martinez. Sheets bringing it up as we go under 20 seconds to go in the half. Engstrom has it to Martinez. Martinez on the left wing. She looks for Judd. She finds her, and it comes back out to Engstrom as we're under 8 seconds to go. 4 seconds. I don't know if Sheets knows, Travis. Engstrom with 1 second. They're not going to get a shot off. They kind of got a shot off. It was blocked by Macy. So we're going to go to the half. Really kind of disjointed look there in the last 20 seconds for the Lady Wolverines. And we will be right back with your Tyler Watson State Farm halftime show here on KTAK.
To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
And welcome back to the Tyler Watson State Farm halftime show here on KTAK. At the half, the Lady Wolves of Green River all over your Lady Wolverines, 39-17. We do have a score update from just up the road from Riverton. Lander Valley leads Pinedale 30-18. I hear that second quarter was a heck of a quarter for Lander Valley, Travis.
Yeah, the Lander Valley Lady Tigers outscored Pinedale 17-5 in the second quarter to take the 30-18 lead in the half. So, I mean, as we're looking at the halftime right here for between the Wolves and Lady Wolverines, first thing that's standing out to me is, yes, 39-17 in favor of Green River, but really it all came down to about 45 seconds to a minute where there was a scoring barrage by Green River. And so, I mean, and we've seen it almost every game, Kevin, this season where the Lady Wolverines will be in close to a game, and then all of a sudden their opponents will start scoring and scoring and scoring, and then we see what we have going into the halftime here, a 39-17 deficit.
They always say that basketball is a game of runs. You want to have the longest and you want to have the last. And unfortunately for Riverton this season, it is not. They have not been able to put a lot of back-to-back scoring opportunities, and consistently not being able to break the press has led to lots of runs by lots of opponents. And no shame in that. I mean, this team, Green River, is very good. They're heavily, heavily senior laden. So they're going to probably face some of the same stresses next year as they're going to have a completely all-new starting lineup. So at the half, here on the Tyler Watson State Farm Halftime Show, the stats for you right now, Counts and Wilson lead Green River with 9. Cudney and Braden both have 6. Macy has 7. Stanton and Heiser with 1 each, both coming from the free throw line, obviously. For Riverton, again, tells a different tale a little bit as far as the production, but they do have the leading scorer in the game, Savannah Martinez with 10. But then after that, it's Engstrom with 3, and then Judd and Fossey both with 2. So Savannah can't do it all herself, and she's not trying to. Engstrom's had a heck of a game. Fossey's had a heck of a game. But they've got to find consistent point production from somewhere else. We're about 3 minutes to go until the beginning of the second half. The boys are currently warming up, as that one promises to be quite a game, as both teams are fairly evenly matched. We'll be right back here with the end of the Tyler Watson State Farm Halftime Show here on KTAK.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
And welcome back to KTAK and the Tyler Watson State Farm Halftime Show. Travis, what do we need to see in this second half to see the Wolverines at least eat into the Wolves' 22-point lead?
Well, as we were just talking there for a brief second, Counts is not, she's got 9 points, but she hasn't really been playing really well. Engstrom has played really good defense, boxing out on her. So that's something that needs to continue. And then the other thing is you've got to stop the bleeding on these barrages when it comes to the scoring. You can't have multiple turnovers. You've got to figure out a way to break the press. You've got to figure out a way to get some points and stop the Wolves from scoring. If you can do that, they're going to cut into the lead, but we'll see how that goes.
And that'll do it for the Tyler Watson State Farm Halftime Show. We'll be back in about 53 seconds with second half action here on KTAK.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles from cars to...
And we're back here on KTAK. The Lady Wolves going to start with the ball to begin the second half. They're going left to right on your radio dial, which means Riverton's going right to left in their away blacks. It's being swung around the horn between Macy and Wilson. Wilson gets it over to Heiser. Heiser back up top. She winds up back with it, and they'll reset the play. Heiser guarded by Fossey, who's getting the start in the second half, so to speak. They're going to try and feed it in, and there you go. Turnover by the Lady Wolves. Sheets did not need to pick up her dribble there, but did, and almost got called for travel. She gets it over to Fossey. Fossey going to go to her left and get it to Martinez. Martinez from the left wing almost gets it taken away, but secures it. Tries to go underneath to Jordanelle Anderson, stolen away by Counts, and Counts will get it over the timeline via the pass. Finds up in the corner with Heiser. Heiser comes off and misses that three. It's going to be rebounded by Fossey, but she's going to get called for a walk. So the unforced turnovers really mounting up for Riverton. That's not something they need on top of the 22-point deficit.
Yeah, absolutely not. Got to be able to be smarter mentally with the ball.
Inbound goes to Heiser. Heiser up top to Wilson. Winds up in Macy's hand for three. Good.
And again, that's something that Macy does. She is one of the top three-point shooters on this team.
Inbounded to Anderson, the half-court to Ella Judd. Judd over to Sheets. Sheets to Anderson. Anderson to Fossey. Fossey almost got called for a palming, but able to take it in. Shoot a layup, up and no good. Rebound is going to go off of Green River, though, and stay with the Lady Wolverines.
Fossey playing some very valuable minutes and really productive in the minutes she's played.
Well, it's nice to see her get the nod at the beginning of the second half, partly, obviously, because Paisley's got 3 fouls. Inbound goes to Martinez. Martinez on the wing, looks to drive. She was across the free throw line. She's going to get called for, there's going to be a foul of some sort. It's going to go against Riverton, against Ella Judd, her second team first team foul of the second half. Another unforced turnover. That makes 7. Green River looking to bring it over. It winds up in Counts' hands. Counts over to Heiser. Heiser stops on the left wing. They swing all the way to the the left wing to Counts. Back over to Wilson. Wilson to Counts. Back to Wilson. She's going to shoot the three. It's up and in and out and in. So good for her. 2 quick threes. 2 quick threes for Green River. The lead is up to 45-17. Martinez has got on the pass, breaks the press. She looks to drive, kicks it to Judd. Judd probably should have been called for a free throw. As the people in front of a free throw for walking right in front of us. I'm getting back in the groove. Martinez is going to look to drive, gets it to Sheets. Sheets for 3. In and out, no good. She didn't get the friendly roll like Wilson did. Counts with it, gets it over to Macy. Macy's going to bring over the timeline, back to Counts, over to Wilson. Wilson goes inside to Cudney. Cudney puts it up. She misses, but she's going to be fouled. That foul is going to go against Savannah Martinez, her second, team second. Here as we go under 5.5 minutes play in the third quarter. Cudney's going to the line to try and get her first points of the second half. She dribbles it, spins it, puts it up, and no good. Went hard off the right iron.
And there's a difference between the offenses that we're seeing between Riverton and Green River. I'll finish that after this free throw.
Cudney puts that free throw up, hard off the back iron, rebounded by Ella Judd, but Ella Judd's going to immediately be trapped. She's stuck, but she gets it out to Anderson. Anderson to Martinez. Martinez looking to move with some intensity. Martinez on the left wing. She's looking for a pass. She gets it to Judd. Judd around the free throw line. Looks to drive. Puts it up. No good. Rebound comes away to Counts. That's not even fair for her boxing out Fossey. Has about a 4-6 inch reach advantage. Sets the screen. Almost knocks Fossey down on the screen. and winds up with the ball back from Heiser. Now it's back to Macy. Macy gets it to Wilson. Wilson for three. Good.
Wilson is only a 24% three-point shooter. She is having a night.
She's got 3 3-pointers tonight. She's got 15 points on the night. Sheets brings it over, gets to Martinez. They clear out. Martinez going to look to drive. Gets it taken away. We all go to the floor. Jordanelle Anderson tried to get it, but it winds up in Martinez's hands off a fortuitous bounce. All the way over to Fossey, who's on the right baseline. Judd sets the screen for her. Up to Sheets. Sheets to Martinez. Martinez with a step back 17-footer is short and off the front iron. Rebound goes to Macy. Macy's going to bring it over the timeline as we go under 4:10 to play in the third quarter. The drive by Wilson is no good, and Martinez comes away with it. She picks up her dribble, but gets it to Ella Judd. Ella Judd can't control the pass, and now we've got a break. Macy looking to drive. Macy takes it all the way up and misses. Counts with the rebound, up and good.
Counts leads this team in offensive rebounds, and honestly, this is what I was going to say earlier, that these two teams are playing different offenses on the offensive rebounds, the second chances on offense.
50-17 as we go under 3:40 to play in the third quarter. Fossey gets it to Sheets. Sheets from 17 is up and airballed, no good. Fossey, though, gets the rebound. Fossey gets it up to Martinez on the left wing. Martinez drives to the center. She looks to dish and pass, and she does to Sheets. Back up to Martinez, a long three, no good. Fossey chasing down the rebound, slaps it from going out of bounds, but it winds up in Green River's hands. Counts on the break, Counts puts it up, no good. Foul is going to go against Sheets. That's going to be her first, team third of the half. That is going to send Counts to the line for a couple of freebies, a chance to extend this 33-point lead. First free throw is up and good.
And Counts is now starting to use what she does really well as we see everybody come in different except for Counts in the lineup.
I can't tell if they've got someone sitting down there to come in and take Counts out. But Counts is going to stay in the game. Obviously shoot the free throws. Some substitutions for your Wolverines as well. Her free throw is up and good. Looks like Olheiser and Engstrom have checked into the game, as has Paisley Jackson. Fossey brings up, gets Jackson on the left wing. Jackson rubs off a screen from Engstrom, but passes to Anderson. Anderson to Fossey on the right wing. Fossey back up top to Engstrom. Engstrom over to Olheiser on the left wing. She sets screen. Olheiser looked to drive, picked up her dribble though, and got it back to Engstrom, all the way back out to Anderson. Over to Jackson on the right wing. She looks to drive. She does. She takes it to the basket. Tries to go up and under. Not a pretty move for that. Hits the bottom of the backboard, and Green River comes away with it. Green River looking to feed Counts in the post. Blocked by Gracie Olheiser, but Counts comes away with it. Counts over to Braden. Braden over to Macy up top. Macy for three. Good.
Macy is doing an amazing job getting open for those three-point shots. There is no Lady Wolverine even close to her when she takes them.
55-17 as we go under 2:10 to play in the third quarter. Olheiser has it on the far right. She swings up top to Engstrom. Engstrom to Jackson. Jackson uses the screen, puts up a runner, no good. Engstrom with the rebound, up and good.
And again, the offense looks different between both teams. That one's second chance, and again, to the point.
At the 1:57 mark left in the third quarter, Riverton got its first points of the second half. Green River with the ball. Swings up top to Braden. Braden over to Macy up top. Macy goes to her left. Looks to get it Braden and does. Looking inside, screen being set. Braden doesn't take advantage of it. Gets it to number 0 for three. Way off. Gets her own rebound. Goes up and is fouled. That's Strauss, her first moments in the game. Followed up her three-point bad miss, and no one else went for it.
And that's the difference between, as you can tell, between these two teams. The Green River going, crashing the boards. Riverton really just standing around.
So that foul on Martinez. First free throw is up and well off target.
And this is Brianna Strauss's only 6th game of the season. So she's not played a lot, not averaging a lot either. So big-time moments here.
Excuse me on that. That foul was on Jordanelle Anderson, her third. Miss by Strauss, who's now in the game. Strauss with the steal and the save to Counts. She may not have the greatest shot, but what effort. Counts puts it up and good. So it's now 57-19. Martinez bringing it up. She's going to look to drive down. She's going to get it stolen by Braden. Braden over to Stanton. Stanton gets it up to Strauss. Strauss finds number 45. She puts it up and good, and we should now see a running clock, Travis.
Absolutely, and that's a good look there as Hanks is able to scoop it and lay it up.
We have a timeout on the court. We're going to take it with them.
And they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors. Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Lady Wolverine basketball. It's 59-19 with a minute and 3 seconds left in the third quarter. We will be running clock for the rest of the game as the Lady Wolves lead your Lady Wolverines by 40, 59-19. I'm not sure why the students are getting loud, but I think some of them have just shown up. Martinez on the left side, looking to drive. There's nothing there for her. She dishes underneath to Engstrom. Engstrom back out for 3 is Martinez and good.
Martinez is, it's good to see her score. She's had a rough time scoring the last few games. Being able to see her score is big time.
59-22. Counts with it. Counts is going to look to drive. She pulls up, gets out to Braden. Braden back to Counts on the right wing. Screen set for Counts. Does pick up her dribble again. Has to swing it back out to Braden. All the way over to Strauss. Strauss looking, getting it back to Braden. Over to Counts. Counts looking to feed the post, does so. Little baby hook is up and good by Stanton.
And Counts, again, leads the team in assists as well, so she's doing what she does best. Long three-point shot on the way by Jackson, no good.
Counts comes away with the rebound, and that is the end of the third quarter. So after 3, Lady Wolves 61, Riverton Lady Wolverines 22. We'll be right back with Riverton High School basketball here on KTAK.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton basketball. We're going to start the fourth quarter with a running clock. Lead is 61-22 in favor of the Lady Wolves. And we're going to see Paisley Jackson drive down and score.
Good look there by Paisley Jackson to start the fourth quarter.
Her first points of the game. Swung down low, stolen almost by Jackson, but goes up to Macy. Macy over to Heiser, I do believe. Wilson's going to feed the post. They're going to have to kick back out. Little 15-footer is up and good by Wilson.
Wilson is having an amazing game. She's just all over the place in the scoring category.
63-24, 7:20 to go in the fourth. Sheets comes over, gets it Jackson. Jackson from 17 is no good. Fight for the rebound, winds up in Macy's hands. Macy trap, throws it off of, I do believe, Sheets. And it's going to go over to Green River.
Smart move there by Green River to knock the ball out of bounds off the Lady Wolverines.
Macy brings it up, swings it over to Heiser. Heiser on the left, gets it all the way back, swings it over to Wilson. Wilson goes underneath, up and good by Stanton. Score up and good by Stanton. So 65-24, under 6:36 to play in the game. Jackson on the left side has it. She looks underneath, gets it back up to Judd. Judd rubs off a screen from Martinez over to Sheets, and they're going to call Martinez on the travel as she tried to get that pass off before she drug her foot, but she failed on that. 8th unforced turnover of the game. Countless forced, but 8th unforced. Macy brings it up for Green River. Gets it over to Wilson. Wilson looking to feed the post. Gets it at the free throw line to Cudney. Cudney back to Macy, to Wilson. Back after a slap ball loose to Macy. Macy has a look from 3, turns it down, gets it over to Wilson. Wilson looks to drive, kicks it back to Macy. Macy now looks to drive, is stopped at the free throw line. Stolen by Johnson of Riverton. Johnson needs to slow up. It's 1-on-4, and thankfully, Riverton's going to keep the ball, but it was slapped out of bounds by Green River. She needs to have a little bit of situational awareness there, as nobody was back there with her from Riverton. She was in a massive, massive panic area.
Yeah, she was looking like she was going to be able to outrun the entire 4, but unable to do so.
Anderson gets it to Sheets on the inbound. Back to Anderson, up top to Judd. Anderson with the screen. Judd gets it to Sheets. Sheets is going to bring it back up top, reset, gets it to Martinez on the left. Screen by Johnson. Doesn't actually work or free up Martinez. Martinez has to get it to Judd. Judd to Sheets. Sheets is going to look to drive. She gets it stolen away. I think we're going to get a foul against Green River. I think they got some wrist with that. They did indeed. Foul's going to go against Cudney, her second. Team's first foul of the second half.
And that is something that the Green River does really, really well. They're a low-scoring or low-foul team. They don't foul often at all.
Inbounded to Judd. Judd up to Sheets. To Martinez. Martinez for 3. Going to leave it well short. Ever since she had that little spell of being out, she just hasn't found her rhythm back yet. Green River comes down. Wilson has it. Wilson gets it to Heiser. Heiser feeds the post. Miss. Rebound comes away by Jackson. That was a miss by Counts. Jackson looking to drive, stops, tries to shoot 3. Count says, no, ma'am, not here, not today, with the rejection, and Green River's going to come away with it as we're going under 4:10 to play in the fourth quarter. Drive, kicks it to Counts, over to Wilson. Wilson back to Counts. Counts on the right side of the wing to Wilson. They feed it down low, looks for a little move, and no good by Hanks, but Hanks is going to draw the foul and go to the line for 2. Foul is against number 23, Martinez. That's her 3rd, team 5th. So shooting 2 will be Hanks for Green River as they lead by 41, 65-24.
Oakley Hanks is leading the team with 79% in the free throw. She makes the first
one.
And
she just missed the first one.
I'm sorry, missed it.
Right as you said it. So we're going to get some substitutions here for Riverton. We're going to see Brown come into the for the first time today. And Hanks is going to have a second free throw. As these 2 free throws taking almost a minute off the running clock. It's up and no good. So you jinxed her, but that's good because she's a Green River player. We don't want her to score as bad as we want Riverton to score.
Just wait up during the boys' game. I'll be naming stats all game long.
Inbound goes to Fossey. Fossey's going to bring it up over the timeline. Of course, at this point, no press by Green River. Fossey to Engstrom. To Olhai, who finds Engstrom underneath, who loses the ball. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay Riverton basketball. Substitution comes in as we go under 2:40 to play in the game. This has been what we would expect, a top 5 level-ish team against Riverton. Just too many scorers and then some great height and things of that nature. They get it in. Jordanelle Anderson's going to go up from 8. She misses, but she's going to draw the foul.
She had that partially blocked, but then got the contact with the body, which will take her to the line with 2:14 and counting as the clock runs.
Foul against Stanton, team second of the half. Jordanelle puts it up, and good. That is Anderson's first point of the game.
And as we talked about at halftime, some other people are going to have to get into the scoring column for the Lady Wolverines to be able to get find points somewhere else.
Anderson with the second shot, up and good. So 65-26, we're under a minute 50 to go in the game. Green River's going to bring it across the timeline. They're going to get it up to Strauss. Strauss is going to swing it to Burgess. No, not Burgess. I don't know who number 14. Yeah, I do. Nelson. Nelson over to Braden. They're just content to milk some clock here. Gets it to Strauss, who's on the left wing. She brings it up, gets it back to Braden. Excuse me, not to Braden. Nelson, then to Braden. Nelson, Braden kind of looked the same, and they got the same ponytail blocking their number. Strauss has it, picks up a dribble. Fossey on her, gets it to Braden, back to Nelson. There, I got it right.
And they're calling a timeout.
Timeout, as it looks like Wind River is going to empty the bench.
Green River, excuse me, not Wind River. Too many rivers going through my head today. Well, Green River's going to have a big game against Wyoming Indian on Saturday.
And the only reason, and you can catch that in the call with Cody here on WyoToday, YouTube, Facebook, on air on KDNO, is it not?
It'll be KDNO.
And, no.
It'll be on 93.9.
Okay. With Cody Beers. Inbound by Green River as we go under a minute. Shot is up and rejected by Gracie Olheiser. That shot was absolutely sent backpacking. Green River going to get the rebound, though, and kick it back outside. Stolen by Brown of Riverton. Olheiser with it now. She leads a bit of a break up to Fossey, and they settle in the half court. Olheiser has it. Screen set by Ingstrom. Olheiser for three. No good. Drew backboard, but no iron. Rebound by Green River as we go under 34 seconds to play in the game. Green River brings up. They're going to swing it around the horn. They're just perfectly content to take the victory and go home and get something to eat.
Sounds like a good idea.
We will not be doing that. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 1 o'clock as we will be in Evanston, Wyoming to cover the Wolverines and Lady Wolverines as they go against the Lady Red Devils and the Red Devils. Looks to be a demonic time, evidently, and we'll have a good old time there. Tonight we just ran into too big of a pack of wolves. Time expires. Final score here. Lady Wolves of Green River High School 65. Your Lady Wolverines of Riverton 26. We'll be right back here on KTAK with our WyoToday media post-game, Click It or Ticket post-game show.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Hello, I'm Janice K. Bradley, and I'm here to tell you the miracle that Fremont Therapy did in making it possible for my left hand to ever work again. I went to the orthopedic surgeon with this broken hand, and that's when he told me that it would not bend again. So I was really discouraged. Mitch is the hand specialist, and so he's the one that worked and got me where I could bend my hand. The atmosphere is so friendly and professional, which is a combination you don't always get.
For more information, visit FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to KTAK and the Click It or Ticket postgame show. Some stats for you tonight. For the home team, the Lady Wolves, who were victorious, 65-26. Leading scorer was Wilson with 17. Followed up by that Counts with 15. Macy with 13. Both Cudney and Braden with 6. Staten with 5, Hanks with 2, and Heiser with 1. For the home team, or for our home team, the Riverton Lady Wolverines, 13 by Savannah Martinez, and she is our Papa Murphy's player of the game. 5 points by Engstrom, and then 2 by Anderson, Judd, Fossey, and Jackson. So not the start to this somewhat long road trip, as we came 160 miles today, got 100 more miles to get to Evanston tomorrow, and then 260 miles back. Hopefully we can get a win over at Evanston, but they're going to have to find, Travis, they got to find more scoring. Savannah Martinez with 13 is a nice comeback as she's been getting better and better. She's gotten a little more healthy, but she's just not getting the help she needs, and that's not necessarily through people not willing to shoot the ball. It's the press is still a bugaboo for this Lady Wolverines team.
Yeah, absolutely. Last week, Paisley Jackson led the team in scoring for both games against Star Valley and against Jackson. And, you know, you'd like to be able to see Martinez and Jackson, along with a few others on this team, be able to put some scoring together. If you can average 10 points apart, or maybe 5 or 6, you know, that'd be something you'd love to see if you're Coach Travis McIntosh. But obviously, Savannah being able to come back, score 13, that is above her average of 9.5 on the season, is a great thing to see. But like you said, we have to find scoring somewhere else.
And once again, the final, Lady Wolves of Green River 65, Riverton Lady Wolverines 26. The Wolves thing. We will be right back with your Bailey's Auto and Tire pregame show, as next up is the Green River Wolves versus the Riverton Wolverines here on KTAK.
Nowadays, cocktails to go are common in many establishments. The U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration wants to remind drivers that, although alcohol is more mobile, it's always dangerous and illegal to drink and drive. In 2021, 8 Fremont County highway fatalities were related to drinking and driving, and there were 56 alcohol-related crashes. With the big game coming up on February 13th, the Fremont County DUI Task Force will be looking for drunk drivers. If you're caught drinking and driving, you will face jail time. Imagine trying to explain that to your family and friends or your place of employment.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, I kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to the Bailey Tire and Auto pregame show here on KTAK. It is the Green River Wolves hosting the Riverton Wolverines here for the Region 4A West title. Both teams coming in 5-0. Nobody else within shooting distance, so to speak. So this is it. And boy, Travis, can you tell by the crowd that is gathering, the student section is gathering, I'm going to have a good time with this one.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. This is bringing back some memories of big time fight, a big fight feel here inside this gymnasium. There's people standing around the edge. There's people standing behind us. We've used the term standing room only before, but this is literally a standing room only crowd.
Are you telling the people that we may have fudged a little bit when you said standing room only in Cheyenne South?
I'm not going to say anything that is probably going to get me in trouble, but when I look around, this place is hopping. This is going to be a lot of fun.
This is going to be an absolute barn burner, we hope, with the Wolverines coming out on top. Teams fairly evenly matched. Green River coming in, averaging about 55.3 points a game. Riverton with 51.3, but Green River actually averaging 54.8, giving up 47.4 by Riverton. Assists pretty darn close, 11.1 to 9.3. Field goal percentage, 42 to 44 in favor of Riverton there. Free throw percentage, 65-62 in favor of Riverton. And three-point percentage, 35.2 to 31.8. Probably the biggest margin of anything right there. What this tells me is this is going to be nip and tuck. We're in for a tight one. This is one of those games where every possession is extremely large.
And honestly, if you look back at last week against Star Valley and Jackson, Riverton is primed for that kind of a matchup because it was literally a defensive barn burner. There was no points being scored in the first half, and Riverton came out and won both of those games. So if it's going to be a low-scoring defensive affair, Riverton's ready for it.
I'm sure Coach Sheets has them prepped. I'm sure you're prepped. If you're not watching this game, you go to YouTube, you go to Facebook, search WyoToday, and you can watch it live. Or even better yet, go to the iStore, go to the Google Store, get yourself the WyoToday app, and you can watch this game live as it happens. But if you're on the road, don't do that if you're behind the wheel. Let a passenger do that. Don't you do that. You turn into KTAK, which you're already listening to if you're hearing me tell you to do it, and you stay with us as the Region 4A West Championship regular season on the line. We'll be right back on KTAK.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll. From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Welcome back to the Bailey Tire and Auto Service pregame show here on KTAK. We are under 6 minutes until tip-off in this regular season clash for the championship of 4A West region. And what are we looking at here? What? Tell me a little bit about what we're facing here with the Wolves.
Okay, so Kevin, first and foremost, it's going to come down to two players for the Wolves. It's going to come down to Jax Peterson, number 23. He's averaging right around 10.7 a game, and then Dylan Taylor leads the team around 17 points a game. Those are the two main scorers for the Wolves. They're the ones that I've watched tape on. I've seen some play. They are electric, they are fast, and they are really, really good and fun to watch. On the Riverton Wolverine side, last week we had Parker Paxton and Tanner Johnson. They scored 15, did Parker Paxton, 21 for Tanner Johnson. They're going to have a repeat performance with a little bit of help maybe from Lucas Engel, maybe a Derek Lang, Vincent, I don't know. But someone's going to have to be that third man up to be able to pull out the win against this Green River team that has got a lot of fans going for them right now.
It is absolutely packed here on both sides. Spilling out of the student section, well, you got some students who have decided to go the old painted number route on the chest and shirtless. We've got some in safety vests. We've got a pep band going. It's going to be a fun night here in Green River, and it will all get started in under 4 minutes and 20 seconds. We'll be right back to wrap up the Bailey Tire and Auto Service pregame show.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh.
Welcome back to KTAK here at Green River as the Wolves and Wolverines will face off for the 4A Region West regular season championship. We're coming down to it. We're going to see neither team, Travis, overly deep. The Riverton depth has grown a bit. First part of the season, pretty much it was Kate Gabrielson. That was about it. And then we've seen DeVries earn more playing time, Hout earn more playing time, and that's really about where the depth stops there. But looking at the stats over your shoulder here, it looks like they only go about 6, 7, 8 deep as well.
Yeah, this team does not go a lot deep. Most of their players played the 14 games. And so, yeah, they really don't. But here's the thing is, they use what they have really, really well. They're not going to run up and down the court. They're going to save their energy, and they're going to find the shots that make them I just got tongue-tied, and I love to do that. They're going to look for the shots that are high percentage, and that'll be what gets the job done for them.
All right, well, we'll be back in just a few moments with your Sutherland starting lineup in this absolutely critical region game between Riverton and Green River.
The dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors. Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Welcome back to KTAK. You can hear the students in the background here at Green River. And here are your Sutherland starting lineups. For the hosts from Green River, a junior number 1, Kason Ivy. Number 5, we're going to go to the national anthem, so we're going to stay right here for that, and then we'll start starting lineups right after that. Thanks go out once again to the Green River Pep Band with a rousing rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Your Sutherland starting lineups, we're going to just start it all over again, Travis. A junior number 1, Kason Ivy. A junior number 5, Caleb Lake. A senior number 12, Austin Fox. A senior number 23, Jax Peterson. A senior number 24, Dylan Taylor. And for your Riverton Wolverines, you know them and love them, number 0, junior Jason Vincent. The sophomore sensation, number 12, Parker Paxton. A senior, number 20, Derek Lang. A senior, number 23, Tanner Johnson. And the big man in the middle, a senior, number 45, Lucas Hingle. Assistant coaches for your Riverton Wolverines are Quayle, Patterson, and Paxton. Of course, head coach is Bo Sheets. We're going to be quiet for just a second. We're going to let you experience the Green River introductions and this crowd here tonight. There was a sale on glow sticks at the Dollar Tree, evidently, because everybody got one.
This place is feeling like it's a rave. We've got a party going on inside here tonight. And what a better field. What a better field for the #1 seed in the 4A West. You want it like this.
Absolutely critical in front of a crowd like this that you weather the first 2 minutes, weather the storm, get to where you can settle down. Realistically, what Riverton would really like to have happen is how they open the game at Lander Valley.
Yeah, absolutely. They are wanting to quiet this crowd quickly. They're wanting to make this crowd put the glow sticks away. They're wanting to make everyone quiet and go on a huge run. But again, probably what's going to happen is that long run by Wolves, and they've got to weather that storm.
All right, the Wolves are in their home whites. Your Wolverines in their away reds. Wolverines will be going left to right on your radio dial here on KTAK. It will be Engel versus Taylor on the jump.
Partner, are you ready?
I'm ready. Brings up the tip, goes to Engel. Engel to Vincent. Nice win by Lucas. Parker's going to bring it over the timeline. Gets it to Johnson on the left wing. Engel sets a screen. Tanner rubs off of it. Throws it to Vincent on the right. Engel sets a screen, but Vincent chooses drive, and it's turned over. The crowd chanting defense. Here comes Green River. They swing it over to Fox. Fox gets it to 24 to drive, over to Lake, not Luke. Lake back to Fox. Fox drives, gets it back over to Lake again. Stolen away by Engel. Engel hits Johnson on a break. He has to pull it out. He double dribbled, I'm sure is what they're going to call. They are. He needed to just secure that ball. I don't think he was ready for it, but when you get a lead out like that, you better be ready for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And in front of a raucous crowd, I bet you that's something that affected him on that catch.
Ivy brings the ball up, gets it to Fox. Fox over to Lake. Lake over to Taylor. Taylor gets it back over to Fox in the corner. Back up top now with Peterson. Peterson hands it off to Fox. Fox drives, has to give it up to Ivy. They're just doing a little bit of a weave. Back over to Peterson. Green River drives, kicks out for three. No good. Rebound by Engel. Paxton with it. He's going to bring it over the timeline as we go under 6:50 to play in the first quarter. Paxton to Engel. Engel for three. Bam!
What a start for Engel, seeing that three ball go.
3-0 Riverton. 6:38 to play in the first quarter. They get it down. Green River gets it to Peterson. Peterson off his foot, but retrieved by Lake. Lake over to Fox. Fox back up to Taylor. Taylor looks to drive, looks to put it up, doesn't. Gets it back out to Peterson. Good defense so far. They reset. Ivy signals the play in, goes to the left and hands it to Lake. Lake looking to drive, kicks it out to Fox. Fox looks to drive over to 23 for three, and he is good.
Jack Peterson for three. What a response by the Wolves.
Now a press, and they're going to get him for a double dribble again as it hung up on his hip. Tanner Johnson has got to calm down. At the same point in time, great shooter. Not who you probably want to break the press right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's the thing. We talked about it right off the bat. The crowd, the atmosphere, the feel. Can the Wolverines get past these first 2 minutes?
Inbounded to Lake. Lake looks to drive, kicks it out of bounds. Engel got a hand on it, blasts off the foot of Lake. So we'll go over to your Wolverines with 5:58 to play in the first, tied at 3. Inbound to Paxton, the exact guy you want breaking the press. They don't even attempt to break him, because he is, as we've seen earlier, almost press resistant. Vincent to Engel. Engel on the left wing. Engel comes up top to Tanner Johnson. Johnson looks to go off a screen by Engel. He hands it to Vincent. Vincent to Engel up top. Engel from 17, no good. Rebound by Lake. Lake is going to look to break over to Ivy. Ivy to Taylor. Taylor looks to drive, kicks it out to Ivy. Ivy for three, no good. Rebound is going to go actually to Lang. Vincent fought for it and tipped out to Lang. Lang brings up over the timeline. He gets it to Vincent. Vincent looking to drive to Parker Paxton. Paxton looking to shake Ivy. Engel with the screen. Ivy goes off of it. Gets it to Lang, up to Engel again. Engel up top to Paxton. Engel going to come over to the screen. Paxton going to try and use it. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson's going to look to drive. Goes down the middle, and it's no good. But there's going to be a foul on the floor before the shot. Foul is going to go against Lake. That's his first. team first with 4:58 to go in the first quarter. Lang is going to come out. Cade Gabrielson's going to come in. With the environment like this, Travis, you do wonder, will both teams go with an even tighter bench like we saw with Riverton at the beginning of the season?
And I think they will. I think it's going to see a lot less bench play, a lot more starters.
Johnson with the turnover again leads to a break by Lake. Lake over to to Peterson. Shot by from 3 for Taylor. Good.
Taylor starting off already with the three-point shot. That's what he's good at.
6-3. Paxton looking to drive. Goes all the way to the horn. Misses it. And it comes away to the home team. Taylor finds Fox. Fox back over to Taylor. Taylor for 3. No good. Rebounded by Fox. However, Green River with second chance. Taylor looks to drive. Stolen away by Engel. Engel gets it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson almost stripped by Peterson, but it's going to go off of him. Actually, they're going to call a foul on him, I do believe. They are. It's going to go against 23. That's Peterson. His first, team second for Green River.
Lucas Engel and Austin Fox for Green River are really battling down low. Engel has got a height advantage on Fox, so it's going to have to be something the Riverton Wolverines take advantage of.
Vincent inbounds to Paxton. You notice they press except when Paxton has the ball.
I feel like that's every team, though.
Yeah, he is the anti-press guy. He gets it to Johnson. Johnson to Vincent up top. Vincent to Engel. Vincent from 19. Good! Lucas Engel for 2. 6-5 now. Green River lead is 1.
And that's going to Lucas Engel looking to be that third person we talked about in points and scoring.
Lake with the ball, gets it over to Fox. Fox up top to Peterson. Peterson over to Lake on the left side of the perimeter. Back up top to Fox and over to Peterson again. Peterson looking to drive, gets it to Lake. Lake back to Fox. Fox looks to drive, has Engel beat and fakes him out, and it is good by Fox.
Nice move there by Fox, the little stop and go.
And again, we see him set up the press, and the moment Paxton gets it, they fall out of it. Paxton looking to drive, stops from 15. He was hit, but Engel with the rebound, puts it up, no good. He'll get 2 shots.
Lucas Engel was lucky to turn around when he did because that shot was blocked on Parker Paxton. Engel in the right place at the right time.
Third team foul in Green River. Quickly Peterson second. So he is going to come out, I do believe, for number 20. And that would be Archibald. He is indeed. First free throw is up, and
it is good.
Lucas Engel with all the shots so far, all the points for Riverton. Lucas Engel, the senior, going to the line and gets the second one, puts it up, and good.
The Green River mascot did not deter Engel at the line.
8-7, Green River. 1 point lead, exactly about what we thought it would be. Fox with it. Fox gets it to Archibald. Archibald back to Fox. Fox up top to Ivy. Ivy thought about 3, but gets it to Lake. Lake goes to Fox. Fox drives, but kicks it right back out to Ivy. Ivy to Lake. Lake cut off. They go over to, Archibald to Fox, Fox feeds a beautiful cut by Lake. And he puts it up and good. 10-7, Green River as we go under 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Good give and go there by the Wolves and a good shot.
DeVries now in the game, bringing it up and over to Engel. Engel looking to drive, tries to put it up fancy-like. It's no good, and here comes Green River. Green River, Lake has it. Lake over to Ivy. Ivy thought about 3, gave it up to Lake for 3. No good. Engel with the rebound. He's going to find Tanner Johnson on a break. Tanner tries to put it up, and a jump ball. Jump ball called quickly as he just slapped the ball. Usually I would like to see them let it hold a little bit because all he did was touch it.
Yeah, and if you look in front, if you can see in front of us, Kevin, some of the Riverton fans agreement with you, way quick on that jump ball call.
Very quick on the it's supposed to be a tied-up ball, and at no point in time did Green River have the possession or a shared possession. But nonetheless, a turnover for Riverton. Ivy's going to bring it up for Green River. Gabrielson with a steal. Nice steal. Now he needs to hold it up. There's no numbers, and he does. He gets it to Tanner Johnson. Johnson over to Vincent. Vincent loses control of it, but gets it to DeVries, the young man. JV to varsity. Over to Vincent. Vincent looks to drive. Gets it to Johnson for three. No good. Rebound comes away to Taylor. Taylor gets it up to Lake. Lake brings it into the front court. Looks to drive. Gets it over to Archibald. Back up to Lake. Lake over to Ivy on the right side of the perimeter. DeVries on Ivy. They get it over to Archibald. Archibald back to Lake. Looks like they're just kind of passing around that much. Gabrielson guarding Lake. They try and pass in. Oh, beautiful passing, but no good. It was a beautiful pass, but the shot was missed by 40, who I do not have on my roster at all. So I'll try and get it. Three-pointer by Gabrielson is up and good.
Great shot by Cade Gabrielson. It is a great shot. All right, so now over here, nice floater and up and no good for Green River as Engel gets the ball down to Tanner Johnson. Tanner Johnson up, and it is good.
There we go. There we go. So now we are 12-10. Riverton. Number 40 who missed a shot is Cole Murray, a senior, playing on there tonight. He hasn't really done anything much for the season, but getting some valuable minutes in a critical game. Again, 12-10, under 30 seconds to play. Archibald tries to feed the middle, stolen by Johnson. Johnson's going to break down the left side of the court. He's going to look to maybe take it all the way. He does it. He backs out from 15. No good. Rebound is going to go to Green River, and DeVries came in like a cannonball and did what cannonballs do, wreak havoc, and got the foul.
But honestly, if you're Coach Sheets, you like that from the young man, being able to get up there and try to go after a loose ball. No 50-50 balls.
That is the team. That's team first and Derek's first. We are at 12-10 as we go under 13 seconds, 12 seconds. Green River brings it over the timeline. There's 8 seconds left. They try and feed the middle. Nice passing to Lake. Up and no good. Rebound by Lang. There's 2 seconds. 1 second. He's got to put it up. He doesn't know. And that's something I've noticed a lot, Travis, is that a lot of these teams, both Riverton and opponents, do not have court awareness with the clock going down and don't get shots off. Part of that may be fans not yelling at them to let them know. But at the end of one, it is your Riverton Wolverines 12. The Wolves of Green River 10 will be right back in this epic clash for first place.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. We are in Green River for the Wolves versus Wolverines. Pretty close to name even. Close in standings. In fact, tied neck and neck. This is it tonight. Regular season championship on the line for 4A Region West. So far, interesting game in the fact that Ingle's the only guy who has more than one bucket for either team. But it is 12-10, tight one, and we expect it to be that way the whole game.
And I'll tell you right now, it's great that Lucas Ingle has got in the score column and everything, but now it's Tanner Johnson, Parker Paxton that have to show up and get the points like they are used to doing.
Inbound goes to Riverton. Vincent with it goes to his right. Paxton on a cut, clears out. Vincent's going to drive, take it up and good by Vincent. His first points of the game. Nice pump fake to get the defender in there. And it's 14-10 Riverton. And you can almost feel a little edge come off the crowd there. Green River with the ball. Fox gets it up to Lake. Lake is going to look to bring it down. He gets it to, who is that? That would be Fox. Fox back to Lake. Lake looks to drive, gets it over to Murray. Murray feeds the post to 12. Fox, he's up and good. 14-12.
Way too easy of a lane there on the baseline for Green River.
One thing I've noticed, Green River has some great cuts. Tanner Johnson with it on the left side. Ingle comes to the screen. Tanner Johnson goes the other way. He's going to get stripped and fouled. I've noticed that he really doesn't like taking the screen offered by Ingle very often.
No, he's more of a let me just go with what I got. He sometimes just uses Ingle's screen, but not often.
Foul on Ivy for Green River. That's his first, team fourth. Johnson to inbound underneath his own basket, gets it to Engel. Engel up top at the 3, gets it to Johnson. Johnson looks to drive, protects the ball nicely, up and good. Nice drive, nice protecting the ball there.
And it's good to have Tanner Johnson get in the score column and then calm the nerves.
16-12, that's his 4th point of the game. 6:50 to play in the half here at Green River. Murray has it up top, swings it to Taylor, who was hot at first and then kind of went a little silent. Taylor drives, kicks it out to Fox. Fox over to Archibald. Archibald's going to get called for a walk. So a chance for Riverton to increase their lead. 4-point lead, 16-12 with 6:36 to play in the half. The students do not like it, and boy, there's a lot of them tonight, Travis.
Yeah, this student section is as far as I can see from where we're sitting.
Paxton to Johnson, Johnson up to Lang. Lang over to Vincent on the left. Vincent's going to go cross court to Johnson. Johnson looks to drive, gets to Lang. Lang walked. He thought about the 3. He got a little fancy. He's not known as the 3-point shooter, but he was open. But when he did that, he picked up both feet, travel, turnover. So still a 4-point game, 16-12, Riverton.
And Parker Paxton is being really quiet in the first quarter, and now with 6:10 left, he's got to get in the score column.
Ivy to Taylor at the elbow. Taylor drives, passes to Murray. Would have been nice if Murray could have kept it. Murray's going to get called for going up and down, and we'll just trade travels there.
What a dish, though, by Taylor. No look behind his back.
Inbound to Paxton. Ivy going to show a little token pressure, but respects the speed of Paxton, so he doesn't get up too close. Paxton drives towards the center, kicks it to Vincent. Vincent to Johnson. Johnson looked to fake it, back out to Vincent. Vincent for 3, no good. Rebound goes, they're going to get Lang or Paxton there. I'm guessing Lang. They're going to get number 20, Derek Lang, for foul, his first, team second, here with 5:42 to go, and you heard me almost sound like I was in pain there because I got to lean around some posts here at Green River to see the time. Archibald with it on his left. He's going to get it over to Ivy. Ivy up top near the half-court line, gets it to Fox. Fox into Taylor. Taylor looking to back down Vincent. They respect him because Vincent's on him. Kicked out to Fox, over to Archibald. Archibald back up to Ivy. Ivy to Taylor. Vincent on him. Taylor just left him. Drives down, misses, gets his own rebound. Up and good by Taylor, following his miss.
Taylor is so strong and so good at what he does.
Engel has it open. Was going for the dunk. He's fouled by Murray. Doesn't get the dunk. Almost got the hoop in the harm, but he will get the harm. Foul is on Murray, number 40. Team 5th foul, Murray's first foul. And there's going to be a timeout on the court. We'll take it with him. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Welcome to KTAK's continuing coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. We are in a barn burner here. Riverton leads 16-14. Engel just missing the slam, but he will go to the line for 2 after Murray fouled him. Again, don't need to tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyway. This is for the West Region for a regular season region championship. Engel puts the first free throw up and rolls it in good.
The Green River mascot is doing everything he can to make sure that Engle does not make those, and Engle has gone 3 for 3.
He doesn't look too happy with himself either, does the mascot. Engle going to take a couple dribbles, puts the second one up and short and off the iron. It's going to be rebounded by Taylor. Taylor to Ivy as he brings it over the midcourt for Green River. Hands it off to Lake. Lake looking to hit Fox maybe, but no, turns it down. Drives, gets it to Murray. Murray actually walked, they don't call it. Gets it to Lake. Lake to Taylor, and defensive miss on Taylor, but DeVries with a steal, and they're going to call it he stepped on the line. He stole an intended pass for Fox. Nice read by him, but just wasn't able to keep both feet out of or inbounds.
And you talked about it in the girls' game, the court awareness, and at the end of the first quarter, court awareness is very big.
Inbounded to Taylor. Taylor with trying to use the glass, misses. Rebound is going to go on the floor. Everybody dives for it, but Ivy comes away with it for Green River. Wolves looking to set it up. Fox with it. Shoots from 15. Blocked by DeVries, and they're going to call foul as he came from behind. DeVries got a little bit of the wrist. That's going to be against DeVries. That's going to be his second, team third, and it's going to send Fox to the line for 2.
That was extremely close, as he got a lot of ball.
You always got to worry when you're coming from behind like that instead of face up. Fox with the first one up and good.
Fox is a 46% free throw shooter, so make sure that I said that because he'll miss the second
no,
one.
now you jinxed us, so he'll hit this.
Well, don't say that.
He'll go 10 for 10 today. Thank you, Travis.
Okay,
We're all going to come hunt you down later.
All right, so we need Parker Saxton to go 20 for 20.
Fox with the ball now from the ref. He dribbles it twice, spins it, then dribbles it one more time, puts it up, and good. So just as we planned it, I guess, here on KTAK. Paxson with it, brings it quickly into the front court. They're trying to trap him. That's just silliness, as we know. Gabrielson to Engle. Engle's going to get fouled. It's going to be a block against Lake. That's going to be his second, team sixth.
As soon as Parker gave the ball to Gabrielson, he was pointing fervently to Engle to get the ball into the middle.
Bo Sheets is going to get Vincent back in. Vincent's going to come in and give Johnson a breather.
And Vincent is doing, like I said, a great job against Taylor, keeping him really in check. He's a prolific scorer, and so we've got a lot of stuff going on the court. DeVries has come out. I didn't see who came in for him.
That would be Hauk.
Thank you, sir.
Inbound to Engle. Engle from long range, just inside 3 is no good, and we're going to get over the back on Hauk on the rebound. So that's going to be his first, team fourth. It's going to stay with Green River. We are in a 1-point ball game, 17-16.
And Hauk played a little bit against Star Valley, had very good minutes last week, so should be able, this is big time for him.
I am missing some points, partner.
And there's a travel on the floor.
Travel by Green River. It's going to go over to Riverton. I'm trying to see who I missed with the points, actually. Oh, actually, I didn't. Never mind. I can't add. Inbounded to Paxson. Paxson's going to look to bring it into the front court. A little token pressure from Archibald, and Paxson just runs right around him. They get it over to Hauk in the corner. They're going to trap Hauk. This is where you wonder about the age. He gets it to Vincent. Timeout by, well done, Bo Sheets. Saw the young JV starter in trouble on the baseline and quickly called a timeout. It's 30 seconds. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Hello, I'm Janice K. Bradley, and I'm here to tell you the miracle that Fremont Therapy did in making it possible for my left hand to ever work again. I went to the orthopedic surgeon with this broken hand, and that's when he told me that it would not bend again. So I was really discouraged. Mitch is the hand specialist, and so he's the one that worked and got me where I could bend my hand. The atmosphere is so friendly and professional, which is a combination you don't always get.
For more information, visit FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Hi, this is Tyler Watt.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton basketball. 17-16, Wolverines over the Wolves for first place in the West region of 4A. Inbound to Vincent. Vincent back over to Gabrielson. Gabrielson going to go cross court to Paxson. Paxson going to pull up from 17. No good. He's just not himself shooting right now.
But great shooters keep on shooting, partner.
Ivy to Archibald. Archibald for 3. No good. Rebound by Fox. Fox back to Archibald. Archibald's going to bring it across the free throw line. Hits Ivy. Ivy out to Fox. Fox looking to drive. Stops. Kicks it back out to Ivy. Ivy's going to look and reset everything as he pulls out towards half court. Almost a walk, but gets it to Taylor. Stolen by Vincent. No, he's not able to get it. He needs to calm down, though. It's tipped off, so Archibald able to go and get it in the backcourt. Archibald going to bring it up. Gets it to Taylor, who hands it right back to Archibald. Archibald to Taylor. Taylor for 3. Air ball. So an attempted save by 44 by LaRose is not successful in its effort, and Riverton will have the ball. It's funny, all the air balls on the other side, those students were going nuts, but on that one, they just didn't want to point it out.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything from the student section, and also very uncharacteristic of Taylor, usually a very good three-point shooter. He missed everything.
Inbound by Gabrielson to Vincent, gets it back to Gabrielson. He's going to bring it over the timeline by passing it right back to Vincent. Vincent over to Gabrielson. Gabrielson faked out his defender Archibald. They get it to Houck. Swings all the way to Lang. Lang looking inside, gets it to Johnson. Johnson really the only scorer on the floor for Riverton right now. And it goes out of bounds. He tried to drive and was partially blocked, but it goes out of bounds to Riverton. As soon as I say that, Engel's going to come in and get Houck out of the game, as he had been in there, given a nice rest spell. Johnson looking to inbound, gets up to Vincent. Vincent to Gabrielson. All players on the court capable of scoring, but now we've got really one main scorer, or two of the main scorers. Gabrielson thought about a long 3, gave it up. Vincent for 3! No good. Lang and Engel go for the rebound. They can't get it. Goes to Taylor. Taylor's going to bring it over half court by himself. He's going to look to drive on Vincent. He's cut off. Gets it over to Murray. Murray no good. Rebound winds up getting tipped by Lang over to Gabrielson.
Taylor had way too much space coming across that timeline. You want to see the Riverton Wolverines get up tight on him.
Under a minute 45 to play in the first. Vincent over to Johnson. Johnson for 3. Bam!
Tanner Johnson now getting the rhythm. Big time three-point basket.
20-16 Riverton. They're going to look to drive. Travel by Archibald. Good defense by Johnson. So with 33 seconds left in the half, they're going to have a chance to extend their lead, which is now 4.
Tanner Johnson and Parker Paxton, we've said it.
Minute 33.
Needs to really get into the scoring rhythm. Tanner's starting to feel it. Now it's Parker's turn.
Inbound to Paxton, who's checked back in. They're trying to set up the press. He gets it to Vincent. Vincent to Engel. Engel cross court to Paxton. He has to leap for it. He does get it out to Johnson, to Engel, to Paxton. Wide open 3! No good! Paxton rushes for it, and it's going to go off of Paxton, out of bounds with a minute and 13 seconds left in the half. 20-16 Riverton, Green River ball.
I was close to almost like predicting the future there with Parker Paxton very close to that three-point shot.
Ivy's going to bring it across for the Wolves. He gets it to Archibald. Archibald looking for Taylor. Vincent on him, so he goes out to Murray. Murray over to Ivy. Ivy's going to bring it across towards the free throw line. Try and feed it to Murray. Paxton comes away with the steal. Riverton with under 52 seconds to play in the half to Engel. Engel on the left side of the key gets it over to Paxton, who's slightly right of center. Paxton to Johnson. Johnson thought about it. He wanted it, but it was not open. Johnson brings up top, shoots for 3. No good. Vincent goes up hard to try and get the board. Unsuccessful against Taylor. Taylor gets it to Archibald. Archibald hands it to Taylor as we go under 30. Stolen by Engel. Engel's got Johnson. He's not giving it up. Kind of a little bit selfishness there, actually. Call it as we can, and they're going to say it was out of bounds off Engel. I don't know if it was or not, but at the same point in time, he had a wide open Johnson.
And Engel needs to be very careful.
Engel needs to be careful. Bo Sheets needs to be careful as he's in the referee's face. As Ivy brings it over, we're under 20 seconds. We're going to get an offensive foul against Taylor. Vincent gets it right back for him, He stood his ground and took a big push from Taylor. That's Taylor's first, but 7th team foul. So we're going to get Vincent to the line. Coach Beaucheat still giving the referee an earful.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Beaucheat is absolutely hot down on the sideline on that turnover there by Engel.
He is livid, but I do believe that's an offensive foul, so I don't believe that would be free throws, even though it would put him in the bonus.
The referees are having a discussion here.
Yeah, it's an offensive foul, so there should be no free throws. So it's going to be inbounded by Riverton with 14.0 seconds left. Pressure by Green River, but you get it to Paxton, who is press resistant, if not press proof. He looks to drive. We go under 6, 5, gets it to Johnson. Johnson from 15, no good with 2 seconds left. They're going to throw it all the way down. Baseball heave, no good by Green River. So at the end of one half, fairly low scoring game for the 4A West Championship, 20-16, your Wolverines. We will be right back with our halftime show, who's sponsored by
Tyler Watson State Farm.
That's right. We'll be right back on KTAK.
I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Nowadays, cocktails to go are common in many establishments. The U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration wants to remind drivers that, although alcohol is more mobile, it's always dangerous and illegal to drink and drive. In 2021, 8 Fremont County highway fatalities were related to drinking and driving, and there were 56 alcohol-related crashes. With the big game coming up on February 13th, the Fremont County DUI Task Force will be looking for drunk drivers. If you're caught drinking and driving, you will face jail time. Imagine trying to explain that to your family and friends or your place of employment.
Welcome back to KTAK and the Tyler Watts State Farm halftime show. An update from Lander. The Lander Valley Lady Tigers winning OT 61-58 over Pinedale. That's their 12th win in a row, undefeated at home. Interesting tidbit, 4 Pinedale players fouled out.
And not just 4 players, 4 of their starters fouled out of that game. A big win in overtime against a really good Pinedale team that I feel Lander Valley is going to see again.
Well, we're watching a little bit of a halftime show here as it looks like they got some young kids out dancing. I shouldn't say some, a lot of young kids out with Alpha, their mascot. I don't have the heart to tell them that their little entry thing that's supposed to be intimidating that says the wolf rules the jungle and whatnot. Wolves don't live in jungles. But that said, the students were getting into it. We're having a good old time. It is 20-16, Riverton over the Wolves of Green River. The halftime stats are as follows. Leading scorer for the home team is Fox with 6. Then Peterson and Taylor. Taylor having his scoring suppressed. So's Peterson somewhat. They only have Peterson and Taylor each with 3. And then Murray and Lake with 2 each. On the Riverton side, your Wolverines are led by Lucas Engel. He's got 8. But the concerning part, if I'm Coach Sheets, as far as that goes, is he was on fire real quick. He was comfortable shooting the ball, and then he just stopped. And he's done. We've seen this before where he's extremely streaky. So you want to see him get back involved in it. if for no other reason, one of your leading scorers, if not your leading scorer. Parker Paxton has 0, as he's having to facilitate the offense a little bit more and break pressure and stuff like that. Your second leading scorer, though, is Tanner Johnson with 7 so far. And then you kind of have a big, wide gulf as far as you have Gabrielson has 3, Vincent with 2. And that's kind of it. It's been low scoring. And interesting enough, Travis, this is one of our really great half-court defense games. Not a lot of pressure in the full court.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you were with me last week with Star Valley and Jackson, you're seeing deja vu. This is a low-scoring half, and this is, like I said at pregame, they're ready for this. This is something they're okay with. If it's going to be a low-scoring affair, let it happen. They're going to be fine with it because they have proven as of less than a week ago that they can handle this kind of a game. It's going to get ugly, it's going to get physical, but I guarantee you the Riverton Wolverines are ready for it.
Nobody in any serious foul trouble here, so we should be able to see a pretty good, clean second half, except for if it stays close, we know it will become a foul fest in the final minute or 2.
I was also going to mention there, Kevin, that, we talked about Parker Paxton not having any points in the first half. That's not going to be like that at the end of this game.
Well, flat out, it can't.
It can't. And also, he's getting double teamed, and every time he's getting the ball, he's got the ball. He's having to move the ball around because he's getting double teamed and at some points triple teamed.
And now some of our listeners and some of our viewers may say we're being hard on the other guys, as we're always saying Paxton, Johnson, stuff like that. Coach Sheets is it doesn't run a very deep bench, and he's got very specific roles. Jason Vincent, just being himself, if he scores 0, fine. To Coach Sheets, if he scores 6, that's gravy. He's in there to be the defense, the morale leader, stuff like that. Lang is meant there to be in there because he's calm and cool under pressure, plays good half-court defense, and then it kind of does fall to Engel to get boards, hopefully score some points, but sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't, be the defensive rim blocker. And then Johnson and Paxton, kind of the scoring does fall to them. And for a kid like Paxton, a sophomore amongst several seniors and whatnot, to come in and not be the projected starting point guard, someone else was, and they decided to follow their different sport and follow their career there, and good luck to them with that. And all of a sudden, hey, you're the starter, and boy, has he earned that position since day one. And, of course, the bench guys coming in and giving them some spells. But we've got about 3 minutes, close to 4 left in halftime, and we'll be right back here on the Tyler Watts State Farm halftime show here on KTAK.
Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. We are starting the second half. Green River going to be inbounding it to start the second half. They're going left to right now on your radio dial. Over to Fox, to Taylor at the free throw line. Taylor looks to make a move, kicks it back out to Fox. Fox looks to drive, goes in on Engel, misses, gets his own rebound now. Kicked it out to 23.
That is
Peterson. Peterson on the break. Riverton to Lang. Lang puts up no good. And Green River's going to come away with it and try and go on the break. Taylor with it, looking to drive on Vincent. Vincent cuts him off. He put that shoulder down, though, and he still get cut off. Over to Lang. Lang over to Fox. Excuse me, to Wilson. No, not to Wilson. Over to Fox. Fox to Lake. Lake over to Peterson. Peterson to Fox. Fox up at the top, drives down, gets it to Peterson. Peterson beats Taylor on the post. Vincent still on him. He goes underneath, kicks it out to Lake, who gets it to Ivy. Ivy drives, puts it up. No good. Rebound comes away with Engel. Engel didn't even have to jump for that one, Travis. He was the only one there.
Yeah, Parker Paxton did a really good job, though, keeping the hands up on the defense.
Paxton drives, puts it up, no good, but he's going to draw the foul. And that may be the cure to his offensive woes, is to try and get to the free throw line there. We're going to have a foul against number 12. That's Fox, his first. Team first for Green River to start the second half.
This is a big first shot for Parker Paxton. This has got to go in. For him to cure the
Paxton puts the first one up, and it's no good. You got to stop with those. Paxton okay, though. He wipes his shoes dry or clean, depending on what you want to say. Puts the second one up, and it is no good as well. So 0 for Parker, very much unlike him. And here comes Ivy driving down the lane. He gets to the Lake. Lake right off his face. Johnson, what are you doing? Okay, he saved it out of bounds, and he's going to shoot a three. Good! I shouldn't question him. It was going to be a backcourt violation. So Johnson from way downtown hits, and here comes Green River. They got the ball in the hands of Fox. Fox gets it to Peterson. Peterson to Lake. Lake pulls it back out towards half court. It's 23-16 Wolverines. Over to Peterson, into Taylor. Vincent all over him. He looks to drive. He's trying to push off. He gets stuck, but nice feed to Peterson, who rolls it right in. Fox.
Engel tried to come up and help on Taylor, and that led Peterson all by himself.
Paxton going to bring it over the timeline as we go under 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Gets it to Lang. Lang gets a screen set by Engel. He looks to use it. He looks to drive. He gets it over to Paxton. Johnson for three. Bam!
And this is the Tanner Johnson we saw last week. He got hot in the third period. This is what we're wanting to see.
2 quick threes, 26-18 Wolverines. Green River looking to answer. Taylor with it up top. Vincent on him. He looks to go to his left and drive, puts it up, and it's no good. Rebound is going to go to Peterson. Peterson's going to get fouled, I'm guessing by Engel or Vincent, one of the two. It's going to go against Engel. That's his first, team first.
What a pace to this third quarter.
Indeed, 5:25 going to be inbounded by Green River. 5:25 to go, I should say. Inbound by Peterson. Peterson to Taylor. Taylor looks to drive. He drives through, and they're going to get Engel on the block. He needed to just basically fall on his butt there instead of backing up with him. So we're going to get Jason Vincent with the block. His second team foul, and Taylor's going to go to the line. Taylor having some offensive woes today, only 3 points on the game.
And that's really credit to Vincent and his defense.
Absolutely. First free throw is up and hits everything and then falls just out. So no good. So Taylor still, his offensive woes haunting him, and this is exactly why Coach Sheets probably put Jason Vincent on him.
And it's interesting that the two leading scorers for both teams struggling scoring.
Taylor with the second free throw is up and good. His first point of the second half. He has 4 total. Now, the interesting part is maybe that is part of the scoring was. I mean, Vincent has 2, Parker with none, and Coach Sheets has told us in postgame shows, Travis, that they're his top 2 defenders.
Yeah.
So, and this team is known to have 2 great scorers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to have a drive down by Riverton. They're going to draw the foul. That foul's going to go against number 5. That's Lake, his third, team second. So quickly we're getting some fouls that we didn't see real quickly in the first. As we get very tight into this game, 26-19 Riverton. Inbound to Paxton. Paxton's going to look to drive, gets it to Engel. Engel sizes it up, gets it over to Paxton again. Paxton's going to feed Lang in the post. Lang with an ill-advised pass, but somehow Engel got to it. Vincent drives, goes in, puts it up, no good, fights for his own rebound, gets it, but then can't control it and goes out of bounds to Green River. It's funny, you could feel the energy in the first half from the crowd, from both teams, and now it's almost a nervous energy.
Yeah, they are waiting for something to happen so they can get back into this game.
Lake Ivy with it up top, hands it to Peterson. Peterson's going to lose it off. Lang actually tapped it back court. Coach Sheet seemingly disagrees with that. But Peterson brings it back into the front court, hands it off to Ivy. Ivy guarded by Paxson. He gets it to Archibald, back out to Ivy. I do believe Riverton's gone to the zone. Archibald for 3, airballs it, and it will turn over. The zone has been a very good friend to Riverton throughout the season when they needed it.
Absolutely, and in the first half, it was Green River with the zone that gave Riverton all kinds of problems. Now it's Riverton's turn to return the favor.
Inbound goes to Vincent, who immediately gets it to Paxton, as they were at least showing some token pressure were Green River. Paxton looks to drive, gets it to Engel. Engel to Gabrielson. Gabrielson looking to move, gets it to Engel. Engel drives down from the elbow. He loses control, and here comes Taylor on the break for Green River. Tanner Johnson got back, and Engel flooding the lane, is able to get a steal. Paxton baseball pass to Jason Vincent. Vincent hauls it in, but wisely slows it up. Tanner Johnson with the ball, gets it to Vincent. Vincent to Gabrielson. Gabrielson for 3. Bam!
What a game by Cade Gabrielson. He's not scoring a lot of points, but when he does, they're big.
It's raining threes here for Riverton. All their points. Timeout. Tanner Johnson clapping his hands enthusiastically. 29-19, 10-point lead. 3:34 left to go in the third quarter. We're going to take the break with them here on KTAK.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball in this Region 4A regular season West championship game, default championship game. Riverton leads 2019 in front of the hostile Green River crowd. Taylor with it is going to drive the lane. He gets cut off by Vincent yet again. Ivy with it up top, guarded by Paxson. Gabrielson on Peterson. Peterson makes a move, goes baseline. Oh! Engel said no sir to Peterson as he went up, and now Paxson with the ball. And they tried to show pressure, and it's like all of a sudden he said, oh, that's Parker Paxson. And he backed off. Parker brings it into the front court, looks to drive, gets it to Engel. He fakes like he's going up, and then he does go up and is up and good. His first two of the second half, 31-19. Riverton trying to pull away here as we go under 2.5 minutes. Well, no, not 2.5, as we go under 3 minutes to play, and we're going to get a foul on the floor, it looks like.
It was a kick ball, actually.
A kick ball, okay. So it's going to be inbounded by Green River as we've got 2:50 exactly. 12-point lead for your Wolverines. Inbounded by Peterson to Taylor. Taylor goes underneath to Fox. Fox tries to make a move on Engel and says, I'm not going to try this again. Gets it out to Archibald. Gets it up to Ivy up top, and Green River will reset. Tossed over to Fox. Fox brings it up top, hits Ivy. Ivy has his first good look from three for the day, and he hits.
Ivy is a really good three-point shooter, 31% on the season.
His first points of the day, 31-22. Paxson brings it into the front court on the left side. Goes up top off a screen by Engel, gets it to Engel. Engel for three! Boom!
Lucas Engel, have yourself a night, young man, from the three-point line.
34-22, great answer by Riverton. We were under 2:10 to play in the third quarter. Archibald with the ball. Johnson guarding him. Archibald gets it to Ivy. Ivy to Taylor. Vincent on him all night, and he just can't get anything. Peterson, nice fake on Gabrielson, shoots for three. No good. Vincent goes up, gets the rebound. Once he gets two hands on it, no one's getting it. Engel goes deep to Tanner Johnson. How is that not a foul? But Gabrielson gets it. Johnson's going to look to drive. He's going to pull it back out for long three. No good. I think he was just doing that because he felt like he got fouled and probably should have thought twice about it. 34-22 with 1:31 to go. We're going to get a drive by Green River, and there's going to be a foul. I think they're going to get Vincent for the block. They are.
And again,
that's his second, team third. Still nobody on Riverton in foul trouble. And for a team not overly deep, that's good. Only one for Green River, that being Lake, has three. So we're going to get a timeout. I think it's going to be a full. So we're going to take it with them because, ladies and gentlemen, we got to pay some bills. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back to KTAK and Riverton Wolverine basketball. Inbound by Green River to Archibald. Archibald to Fox on the right side of the perimeter. He gets it back to Archibald, who's up around the logo in the middle. Gets it to Ivy, back to Archibald. Archibald looks to drive, passes from the free throw line to Peterson. Peterson's got it wide open, and Engel said no, but I think they're going to get Tanner Johnson on the foul. I think. That's exactly what they're going to do. Tanner Johnson with the foul. That's just one of those things you might want to trust your rim protector to take care of it instead of trying to go up and help him do it.
When Lucas Engel heard the whistle, he turned around at the referee and he's like, no way, come on.
So Peterson going to be shooting two. Tanner Johnson, his first foul, team's fourth foul. Peterson hit every bit of rim he could and rolled it in.
the bounces are starting to go a little bit for the Green River here.
So 11-point game, 34-23, minute 15 to go in the quarter. Ingle's going to come out. He's going to get spelled by, oddly enough, DeVries. So I think they're going to reorder who's where. And Johnson's going to get spelled for Parker Paxson.
There is a lot of moving pieces.
So
out
right
here.
now with a minute 15, you expect some serious using a clock because you don't have a consistent big-time scorer. You got some good players out there, but you do get a chance to get 2 of your 3 a breath, and Paxson just had one. So Peterson's going to put the second free throw up. He rims it all the way around like the Tidy Bowl commercial, and it comes out. No good. So still 11-point game as we go into minute 10. Vincent with it on the left side. Vincent to Paxson. Paxson on the right. Paxson comes center. He gets it over to DeVries. DeVries sizes it up, gets it to Gabrielson. Definitely using some clock, Travis. Paxson with it as we go 53, 52. Paxson's going to drive, but gets cut off, gets it to Lang. Lang looks to drive, gets it to DeVries. DeVries to Lang. Lang puts it up, and good! Derek Lang with his first 2 of the night.
Again, it wasn't pretty, but effective.
Ivy to Peterson. Peterson looking to drive. Peterson cut off by Gabrielson, gets it back to Ivy. Paxson's on him. Gets it over to Murray. Murray to Ivy and back to Taylor, who has been just completely quiet in the second half so far and most of the game. He drives down. Vincent tries to stop him, and right as we say that, he puts it up and good. You can't keep a great score down for too long. Just hope to contain this run that he might go on. DeVries to Gabrielson. Gabrielson for 3. He was blocked. Oh, almost got the hoop and the harm from 3. Gabrielson's going to go to the line for 3 shots with 7.3 seconds left in the third quarter. You don't want to foul a three-point shooter.
Yeah, that is like cardinal sin number 1 in basketball.
And I almost got called the non-traditional 4-point play. First shot is up by Gabrielson, and it rims out. Again, like the Tidy Bowl, went all the way around and popped right back out.
Looks like.
So the students getting loud. I think they realize it right now is a very critical point for both teams. Gabrielson with his second one up and good.
He looked a lot more comfortable on that, and now Lucas Engel going to come in for Derek. Well, Lucas Engel's going to come in for somebody.
Jason Vincent.
Jason Vincent. I saw him slap DeVries' hand, and I thought he was coming in for him.
Taking him off the line for rebound. Gabrielson's second shot up and no good, which is odd that even they had Engel go to the line because no one for Riverton went for the rebound. Ball's on the floor. Gabrielson going to go for it. Gets it, but time expires as we only had 7.3 seconds left. So we go to the fourth in this regular season region championship game. 37-25, your Wolverines. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter here on KTAK.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
And welcome back to the fourth quarter of this 4A West Region Championship, regular season championship game. It is 37-25, your Riverton Wolverines with the 12-point lead. We have 8 minutes, Travis. 8 minutes to crown a regular season champion.
Yeah, this is going to be a big-time fourth quarter. The crowd very quiet right now.
Johnson inbounds to Paxson. Just as you said that, they get loud. Paxson's going to get double-teamed. Paxson gets it to Johnson, who brings it back up top. You know they're going to get right back to Paxson with a live dribble. They do to handle the pressure. They're in a half-court trap to Lang. Back to Paxson. Need to get something going to the basket. Paxson from 19. Still nothing for him. No good. Paxson just with no points on the night. Ball comes out to Ivy for Green River. Ivy looking now the crowd does get eerily silent, wanting something to happen. Fox to Peterson. Peterson gets a screen from Murray, but has to give it up to Ivy. Ivy hands it off to Fox. They're doing their little weave again that didn't work in the first half. They find Peterson underneath. He walked, and the ref calls it. Great move by Johnson to show some token pressure, and then he saw the great wall that is Lucas Engel.
And it was a great look, and he could have done something with it. He just, when he saw Lucas Engel, he stopped.
Paxson gets it over to Vincent as he brings it over to timeline. To Johnson. Johnson for three. No good. Peterson with the rebound. Paxson gives a little pressure and stops the break, almost getting a steal. Peterson brings it over the half-court line for Green River. We're under 7 minutes to go here in this title game. Engel with the steal, but it goes right back to Peterson. Peterson to Lake. Lake brings it back up top as we go under 6:40 to play in this game. Fox in the paint, turns, fires, good.
Yeah, he beat Lang off the dribble, and a nice turnaround shot there.
Paxson brings it up. We're under 6.5 minutes to go in this game. Vincent back to Paxson. Paxson to Lang. Lang's not going to shoot the three, so they don't have to worry about that. Out to Paxton. Paxson, they're trying to chase him just to trap him. Gets it to Vincent. Vincent to Johnson. Johnson all the way cross court to Paxson. Paxson drives, shoots from 10, good!
And Parker Paxton finally on the scoreboard.
Quickly down court is Green River. Lake to Ivy. Ivy for three. No good. Engel with the big board. We're under 6 minutes to play here. Everything from here on out for Green River is extremely large.
Yeah, and you can feel the crowd and the energy. They're just wanting something to happen. The explosion is just building up, but nothing's happening yet.
Paxson to Johnson. Johnson's going to look to drive. Stops from 8 and hits.
Nice look there by Tanner Johnson. Nice drive.
Biggest lead of the night, 41-27, 14-point lead as we go under 5.5 to go. Lake with it for Green River, brings it up top. He's hounded by Vincent. It almost caused dirt over there by Paxson. Ivy with it now. Ivy to Peterson. Johnson almost with the turnover. I don't know why Johnson was looking at the official there. Just play defense, Tanner. Peterson over to Murray. Murray brings it up to Lake. Lake looks to drive, gets screened from Murray, has to hand off to Ivy. This defense just eating up time. They clock the enemy, and then a cheap foul. And they're going to get Engel with that, with a horribly cheap foul. And by cheap, I don't mean it was the wrong thing. I think it was the right thing, Travis. I just don't think it was needed.
Yeah, his player didn't have the ball, not even close to being in the play at all.
Off the ball, that's his second. It's team 5th. So the last thing you want to do is give up the 6th foul, so every foul from now on out would send them to the line and give them time to score with no clock moving.
And Taylor is back in with 5 minutes. He's not sitting back down.
No, Peterson inbounded to Taylor. Vincent on him as he has been all night. Gets it over to Fox. Fox to Peterson. Peterson out to Fox. Fox looking to move on Engel. He has to kick it back to Lake. Lake over to Peterson. Peterson looking to drive, gets to the free throw line. Nice cut by Lake. Up and good, and they're going to call the foul. So it's going to be hoop and harm, and I don't know about that yet. It came down just a little bit on him, but a little bit chintzy, so to speak. But that's going to go against Engel, his 3rd.
And
so
Coach Sheets is going to keep Engel in. It looks like I don't see anybody going to the scorer's table.
3rd team foul under 4:50 to play. Lake at the line, shoots it up, misses. Off the front iron, Engel gets the rebound, gets it to Vincent. Vincent wisely gets it to Paxson. Hardest guy on the floor to trap, and he knows his role. Paxson Gabrielson, who has come in for Lang. Gabrielson's going to bounce pass it to Johnson. Johnson brings it toward the three-point line and has to look for somebody. Somebody go help him. Gabrielson has it on the right side. Back up top to Johnson. Over to Paxson. Back to Johnson. Johnson looked like he was going to drive. Pulled up. He's going to feed Vincent. Vincent to Engel. Oh, Engel with a missed jam. Paxson misses the save. And now you know Engel, every time he hits the ball, is going to get hounded. He tried to basically put a dagger in him. Peterson with a beautiful move, can't finish, gets his own rebound and good.
And now the crowd starts to get back into it with just under 4 minutes
10-point game, 41-31. We're going to get a timeout. We've got 3:57 left in this 4A West Region regular season championship game. We'll be right back on KTAK.
First, every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the...
And we're back on KTAK. Gabrielson's going to inbound it to Paxton. Under 4 minutes, 3:53, 3:52, 41-31 Riverton. But the crowd has come back alive as Green River's brought within 10. Drive by Tanner Johnson, miss. Tap by Engel, no good. Taylor comes around with the rebound. You want to hear him go nuts? Let Taylor hit something. Taylor drives in, stolen by Paxton. Engel winds up with it, dribbles it, gets it to Gabrielson. What a team effort on defense to take it away from Taylor. Gabrielson calls the timeout, and we're going to take it with him here on KTAK.
Free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
And welcome back to Green River High School in Green River, Wyoming. It is the Green River Wolves 31, your Riverton Wolverines 41. 3:28 to play in the ball game. Everything on the line here. Paxton with the ball. It's going to bring it over half court. You just can't press him. Paxton gets it to Johnson. Johnson gets a screen from Engel. He looks to drive. He drives up, and he's going to get a walk. He did. He took a third step. In the NBA, they've given him 18 more, but in real basketball, they're going to call it. So, 3:13, 3:12, 3:11, 41-31. Riverton on top. In the corner, Peterson with it. Gets a screen from Taylor. Peterson looks to drive. Dishes it to Fox, I do believe. Fox out to Taylor. Taylor going to look to drive. He goes in, blocked by Lucas Engel. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Taylor. It will be Riverton basketball. Mr. Engel just said, no, sir, not today.
Engel is having a really good game tonight.
Long pass by Johnson to Gabrielson. He wisely slows it up. For some reason, Mutisi just stood up and clapped his hands one time and sat down. Gabrielson hands it to Paxton. 2:40, 2:39, 2:38. Paxton with it up around the half-court line. Looks to drive, but then hands it to Johnson. Riverton just content to let clock go. Johnson looking to drive. Goes all the way up and gone!
Same play, different result. Not a walk, score.
Now getting in very trying times for Green River. They feed Taylor underneath. Back out to Paxton. Ivy to Taylor. Paxton was guarding him. Fox drives, puts it up, nice up and under, and good by Fox to avoid the block by Engel. 43-33, 2:02, 2:01, 2 minutes to go. Here in this hostile environment, the crowd trying to get into it. They realize this is it. There is no more after these 2 minutes. Gabrielson with it up top. At what point in time do you think they'll start fouling, Travis?
They're going to probably, if it's in Parker Paxton's hand, they're not going to foul at all.
He is 0 for 2.
Yeah.
Paxton with it. Lake all over him. Minute 2:34, 33. Minute. Never mind. Minute 30, minute 29, 28. Gabrielson, I am perplexed that they're not fouling at this point because they're content. There's no shot clock. They're content, and they foul it when it reaches Jason Vincent's hands. Probably the best move, but at the same point in time, you just wasted over a minute.
Yeah,
and a 10-point lead, you don't have time for that.
And also, it doesn't take them to the line.
No, it does not. The foul goes against number 24, Taylor, and that's going to be team third. So now they have a lot of fouls to give, and now they're going to give them all. Probably right back to back to back to back to back. Ivy called for that foul on the inbound against fouling Paxton. Team fourth. Minute 18 to go. Riverton, if they can hit their free throws, should be able to ride this out, but that's a big if tonight. Inbounded to Paxton. Lake on him. Doesn't foul quickly, which surprises me. Paxton hands it to Engel. Minute 12, minute 11. 10-point game. Minute 9, minute 8. Vincent with the ball is going to get fouled by Peterson. That's going to be Peterson's third, team fifth, though. If you're going to use up all the fouls, Travis, they sure gave up another 20 seconds of not doing so.
Yeah, that is really confusing at the fact of they don't have the fouls to give, so who cares who you foul?
Into Paxton, Ivy quickly with the foul. Ivy, that's going to be his third. I had it as team 6, but it's team 7. So now Paxton will go to the line, shooting 1-1. Minute 5. Parker takes a dribble, bends his knees, puts it up, and good.
He says, who cares about my first 2 misses? I'm going to go to the line in big moments and make
in
one.
the clutch, you know he will answer. You know this team will, as they have consistently most of the season. Paxton takes a dribble, puts the second one up, and good.
And luckily,
the sophomore guard with ice in his veins.
Luckily, he ignored us up here after saying that he was going to make them both.
Lake to Peterson. Peterson's going to step on the line, and it's a turnover. 59.9 seconds left, 45-33. They get to Vincent, inbound to Vincent, over to Engel. Motisi, I think there was going to be a dunk, but they're going to foul him. The foul's going to be on number 12. That is Fox, his second, team 8. So Engel, the senior, going to the line. At this point, the drummer can drum. They can do all they want. You hit your free throws, you go home with a victory. But you don't go home. You go to Evanston tomorrow at 2:30. Engel with his first free throw, no good. Rebounded by Fox. As we go under 52, 51, Ivy to Fox. Fox looking to drive. Gets it back over to Ivy for 3. Good.
That's a big-time shot, and quickly a timeout by Green River.
36-45. 44.2 seconds left to play here. We're going to stay with them, I do believe, here. Tomorrow at 1 and at 2:30, we will be in Evanston, Wyoming for Evanston High School Red Devils and Lady Red Devils as they will face your Lady Wolverines and your Wolverines. You can catch all the action on YouTube and Facebook if you search for WyoToday. You can also download the app on the iStore or the Google Store on your Android device. Or you can listen to us here on KTAK.
Yeah.
Travis, big moments coming.
Yeah, this is what you want in big-time moments, in big-time games. You've had a lot of things happen. Your leading scorers not really showing up this game. You've had other people coming and showing up. And I mean, this is what championships are made of. This is what champions are made of. The last few seconds of this game, hostile environment, can Riverton pull it out? A big-time three-point shot there before the timeout makes it 45-36 in favor of Riverton. This game is close to being over, but it's not there yet.
No, it is not there yet. So we're going to get it inbounded by Johnson. Johnson throws deep to Vincent. Vincent hands it to Paxton. Paxton's going to bring it up. He's going to get fouled by Ivy. That's his 4th, team 8th. So going to team 9, excuse me. So they're going to the line, shooting 1-on-1. From now on, any foul will be 2 shots.
Parker has had a quiet game, but here in the clutch moments, let's see if he can put it away.
Parker with the first one, up and good.
And he looks just steady, partner. He looks just steady in his eyes right now.
He gets it back, takes his traditional one dribble, puts it up and good. 40.1 seconds, 11-point game, 47-36, your Wolverines. Lake brings it into the front court. They've got to move in a hurry to Green River. Out to Taylor. Taylor is going to shoot a long 3. No good, just surmises his night, sums it up perfectly. Paxton with the rebound, of course, the smallest guy on the floor, gets the rebound. He's going to get fouled by number 12. That's Fox, that's his 3rd, 10th team foul. So Parker will go to the line, shooting 2. This, they say it's not really the fat lady sings. I'm hearing some music.
Yeah, and some of the Green River fans, as Parker misses the first one, starting to head out of the arena.
Indeed they are. Paxton takes his traditional one dribble, puts it back up, and he is good. That's his 7th point of the night. 48-36, 25-24, 23 to a 4A West championship. I don't know what just happened as Fox drove down. Engel wasn't going to foul him and let him go, and he turned it down. Down he comes. They foul Paxton with 12.6 seconds left. This one's over, partner. Paxton going to get to go to the line, shoot 2 free ones. I have feeling very token defense on the other side from Riverton. Regardless of what happens here, it's just funny to watch Fox drive all the way down. Engel let him go.
Yeah, Engel let him have it as Parker makes the first one. And that's just crazy for me because he had an open shot. And Engel just decided Engel's not going to block it. Parker makes both of them. And like you said, this one's over.
50-36, 10 seconds, 9 seconds to regular season championship. Shot up by Ivy from 3 is no good. 4 seconds, 4.5 to be exact. It will be Riverton basketball. All they got to do is dribble it out, and they are the 4A West region regular season champions. Inbound by Paxton to Tanner. 2-1, and that is your ball game here at Green River High School. Riverton Wolverines 50. Green River Wolves 36. We'll be right back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK.
Hello, I'm Janice K. Bradley, and I'm here to tell you the miracle that Fremont Therapy did in making it possible for my left hand to ever work again. I went to the orthopedic surgeon with this broken hand, and that's when he told me that it would not bend again. So I was really discouraged. Mitch is the hand specialist, and so he's the one that worked and got me where I could bend my hand. The atmosphere is so friendly and professional, which is a combination you don't always get.
For more information, visit FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Nowadays, cocktails to go are common in many establishments. The U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration wants to remind drivers that, although alcohol is more mobile, it's always dangerous and illegal to drink and drive. In 2021, 8 Fremont County highway fatalities were related to drinking and driving, and there were 56 alcohol-related crashes. With the big game coming up on February 13th, the Fremont County DUI Task Force will be looking for drunk drivers. If you're caught drinking and driving, you will face jail time. Imagine trying to explain that to your family and friends or your place of employment.
And we are back on the Click It or Ticket postgame show. We are here with our Papa Murphy's player of the game, Jason Vincent. We like to recognize defense here on KTAK. You shut down a guy who averages 16 points a game. You were a nightmare for him. Tell me what it must feel like to be able to shut a guy down like that, and you could visibly see the frustration.
You know, it's always good to shut down the team's best player, and it's just great.
So it's obviously something you take pride in.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been a defense star? Does this date all the way back to Little League? That's just been your kind of niche?
Yeah. I've always put my hardest on defense, and yeah.
Well, a little birdie tells us that this is the Region 4A West regular season championship. How's it feel to be able to come in here in front of one of the more hostile crowds we've seen all year, probably only Lander Valley even a little bit worse, and then the two most hostile crowds to basically be able to tune them out and run away with it?
You know, well, it's just, you just got to shut it out, you know. You just got to shut them out.
Well, you did that exactly, and you shut down Mr. Taylor completely. Congratulations to Jason Vincent, our Papa Murphy's player of the game. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
And we're back here on KTAK on the Click It or Ticket postgame show. We've got Coach Sheets with us. How's it feel, Coach? Regular season champs in the region.
Well, yeah, I mean, are we? I mean, we got it.
You mathematically can't be knocked off, we're told.
Huh. Well, that's exciting, I guess. But we got. I know we have, 4 more games. We got, Rock Springs. We got Evanston, Rock Springs, Cody,
Natrona.
So we got 4 games. So very exciting win, though. I like where you're going with that, but I told the boys kind of enjoy it, live in the moment tonight because they had a great crowd. It's almost more fun to go into a hostile crowd. When they have a really good crowd, a really good student section, they're giving you heck. Playing 5-0 team. It's just fun to come into that environment. So I told them to live in that moment, and I thought they did it without getting too excited. They were very, very poised. I'm very proud of the boys.
Tell us about putting Jason Vincent on Taylor. Taylor comes in averaging just over 16 points a game, held him to 6.
Right.
And held him to possibly the most frustrated I've seen a player this season.
Well, you know how it goes when you're used to scoring, you're used to getting rebounds. Jason is so strong, and it's hard to see it. Our players know it. The kid can play. I mean, he's just a defensive lockdown player when he wants to be and when he's given the chance, and he can stay out of foul trouble. And so, having the ability for Lucas to kind of come over and affect some of those shots really protected Jason at times. So it was kind of a 2-man game. I mean, it's obviously five guys on the court, but having that 2-man game to where, when he did get kind of some penetration, Lucas was there to affect it. And so it was very, very fun to watch Jason just get after him and show kind of how good defensively he can be.
And lastly, speaking of Lucas Engel, to have a senior coming into such a hostile environment where it might affect some people, to have the senior really start out and kind of lead the way, getting some points, getting some rebounds, and really doing something that he's been sporadic with at times, but this one, with that student section going nuts, able to just calm everybody down and lead the way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and Lucas, he does so many things that help our team that doesn't always show up in the stat sheet. So to see him come out offensively and try to get those aggressive plays, early hit threes, take him to the rim, trying to go up strong at the rim a couple times. I mean, that was a man's game at the rim a couple times, and he showed that he's willing to do that. So very pleased with him and the rest of the boys too.
And how do you rebound and get ready for a game that starts at 2:30 tomorrow?
Yeah, so I mean, this is a great win. We get to enjoy it tonight, like a lot of coaches talk about enjoying tonight. Evanston has played some teams really, really close. It's kind of that letdown game you don't want to have because you have such a high intensity here in this atmosphere tonight that it was so much fun. Tomorrow it's going to be an earlier game, but Evanston's gym is always tough to play in. We have, it's a tough place to go into no matter what, get a win. The boys have to be ready, so I think they'll be ready. I'm hoping that we come out, kind of aggressive tomorrow, but we'll see.
All right, we've been with the victorious Coach Sheets of the Riverton Wolverines here on the Click It or Ticket postgame show. We'll be right back to wrap it all up here on KTAK.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions.
Welcome back to KTAK's continuing coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. We just watched the match for the #1 spot. Still, though, we were slightly off. We were slightly misinformed by several people who are in the know, and then we kind of figured it out with Coach Sheets doing some math. They still could lose it. Highly, highly improbable. Highly improbable that will happen, but it is a quick turnaround. Evanston, as Coach Sheets said, hard place to play, and you're going to go on just a little bit. I'm guessing, just based on our hotel situation, that they stayed in Green River because Evanston has a little less to offer as far as that goes, but we shall see. Once again, this is Kevin Shields, Travis Gumpton here on the Click It or Ticket postgame show. Your leading scorer tonight, we're just going to do the home team stats, was Johnson. Tanner was a big 17. Engel with a big 13. Paxton, who didn't score until the fourth quarter, and basically at the free throw line. He had 1 field goal, but he scored 9. Gabrielson with a big 7. Vincent with 2, and Lang with 2. And now if they're just tuning in, they're going, why would you name Vincent the Palmer? He had 2 points. Well, one of the best players in the state, Mr. Taylor, number 24 for Green River, had to face off against Jason Vincent tonight. He's averaging just shy of 17 points a game, just over 16 really, and he was held to 6. He was held to 6, and that was 1 3 in the first quarter, and then a free throw and 1 shot in the third quarter. Didn't score anymore, and that's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, Jason Vincent definitely deserves the Papa Murphy's Player of the Game. He played tremendous defense.
If you're going to put us on camera, you got to look at it.
Sorry, guys. I'm so used to not having camera. But, yeah, Parker now you got me all discombobulated. Jason Vincent definitely deserves the Papa Murphy Player of the Game. He did an amazing job against Taylor. Taylor, like my partner said, 16.5 points a game on an average. And to be held to just 6 is just an amazing effort on Jason Vincent's part.
Well, thank you for joining us here on KTAK, on YouTube, Facebook, and on the WyoToday Media app. We will be live again tomorrow starting at 1 o'clock, probably about 12:50 with pregame for the Lady Wolverines versus the Lady Red Devils. And we'll follow that up right with the boys game, and then we'll drive the 260 miles back to Riverton, hopefully with 2 victories under our belt. Once again, you've been listening to KTAK and Riverton Wolverine basketball. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.
Snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.